What's good? How's everybody doing? Let me know if you can hear me in the comments. First off, got Will in the house. Nick will be joining at some point as well because we need to have a fan of the most impoverished team in the NBA, the middest team in the NBA, and the most successful team in the NBA. I feel like that's a good balance for the podcast.
Hey, man, we're at 29th. We clear the Kings, all right?
That's true. You were not dead last.
For a solid 14 months, in theory, the Nets were a real team. Did it ever actually happen? No. But it was an idea.
No, definitely not, because it's very funny because anytime that there's some sort of player that's playing like shit, and you're like, well, who would trade for – the Kings are always the first one. And people always say the Nets, and I'm like, I kind of – like, Sean Marks is smart guy dumb, if that makes sense. Where it's like he gets it, but he still can't help himself kind of thing.
We always agree that in the Nets DM, we're always like, we think Marks is the worst GM who's not who should not obviously be fired tomorrow. It's like, should he probably be fired? Yes, but you can make a case to not fire him. I think
he has a vision. I just don't know exactly if that vision And he has, and clearly him and Jordy are working together to build something. Whereas with the Kings, for example, like the guy that I was thinking of most recently with this was obviously everyone was talking about Paulo before the playoffs when he had those terrible back-to-back games. But Ingram has been the one that I'm like, Vivek will just take Ingram. Like he's just be like
such a king.
Like Keegan Murray for Ingram, and then the Raptors all of a sudden make sense.
It was very funny
even though Keegan's super mid and has a bad contract.
It was really funny that they went on that huge run with Jamison Battle in the England. Like, has he even been in the NBA this whole time? I don't even know what year he's in, to be honest. Yeah,
I think he's year 2. He was an undrafted rookie last year, and he had a great game. He had a great game against the Sixers early in the year, and I was like, "Oh, keep an eye on this guy." And then coming into the season, remember I had that tweet where I was like, "I got the person wrong," but I had that tweet that was like, if the Raptors benched RJ Barrett for Jamison Battle, they would be a much better team. Like their team would just make more sense. Like I'm not saying that's going to make them into contenders or anything, but like just having a volume shooter at that position just makes so much more sense with their current configuration of their starting lineup. And Ingram has obviously been massively disappointing, and RJ's been on a heater in the playoffs.
The RJ thing. I actually wouldn't mind talking about this before the actual game starts, where I just think that this new, the new sort of market inefficiency is these like power wings who have terrible analytics. Sure. They're clearly more valuable in the playoffs because like RJ, Kuminga, I would say Mathurin was like this. Like you
go to
bit. They're rap them and they say they're absolute dog shit. And they have negative on us, but then they like win multiple playoff games if they're on a good team.
Jaylen Brown is the Michael Jordan of this.
Yeah, and I saw guys say like this is why Paolo is like good in the playoffs. Because like the shit he does in the regular season. Because the bar for good offense in the playoffs is just so much lower.
Yeah.
This is spiritual king. Who's the bell ringer?
Şengün. Well, they almost did draft him, and then they drafted Davion Mitchell and then traded him.
That pick was so bad, man.
This is the thing that we've been going crazy about. Is like I know that CMB has
he's so good
certain matchups, but like he's already good and like incredibly efficient, and like they actually were the thing that I think everyone's going to come out of that game and be like, well, the Raptors aren't going to shoot 50% from 3. I get it. They didn't shoot that many threes until the end of the game. They were like killing them on the inside in that game.
Yeah, it wouldn't shock me if Toronto won Game 4. Also, I just think they're gonna run out of
I agree, I think especially with quickly out for the rest of the series.
The Cat, like the 2-0, especially because I assumed I honestly, like everyone else in America, watched only the end of it because I watched Knicks Hawks and then I watched Nuggets Wolves.
Yeah,
the guy the Eagles just drafted, I think, is who rang the bell.
Which is. It could be good. It could be bad because he's weird.
Theory that the less famous the person, the better it is. Isn't that your
the
theory?
Less famous and like the less like cool. Like if for example, like I'm trying to like when Jalen Hurts rings it, I'm like, oh well, Jalen's famous and cool. So I'm like, we're losing. Whereas like Lemon, like I think Lemon's going to be a good NFL player. I like the pick just based on the little that I know about him. I watched like 2 USC games last year, but the long and short of it for that is I'm kind of split on this one because he's the weird guy. He's the one who did you see him go viral for being weird? By the way, no. I don't know where you're at time wise.
I'm I'm at 11:46.
Okay, same here. Exactly the same time.
Cool.
So, all right, Maxie's shooting a pull-up 3 to start. We like to see it. Derek White's hurt. Is he actually hurt, or is he just shook up? So what I was going to say, Lemon went viral for this weird thing he did. That was nasty. That was definitely goaltending. Classic Bona. He fucked up his neck. Oh, on a screen. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, but that's like he just like is going. His head is horizontal.
Yeah.
What?
He did the Ralph Wiggum through the window.
I literally was about to say, is Bona trying to get called for a moving screen? And
Bona sucks.
He committed he did 3 moving screens, and he was like, "Come on, call!" Like he was doing it more and more egregiously as the play developed.
It's so funny because Sam was like, "Why don't you guys set more screens in game 1?" And I was like, "Because Bona can't set a screen.
Guys are terrible at setting screens."
Yeah, really Drummond's fine because he's older. Yeah. Like, he still will occasionally get a moving screen, but, like, Drummond's fine. Embiid's gotten a lot better at it as he's gotten older because he just isn't the same level of player and scorer that he used to be, so he kind of had to. But, let's go. Oh, come on.
Woke refs. The radical woke refs.
So, I think they're calling it on Kelly. I don't know if they're calling it on BJ. Yeah, it's on Kelly.
Screening's an epidemic, though. Like, I don't even think Mara is that good a screener. Like, because as the Michigan,
I think Morris Johnson's a better screener than Mara.
That's probably true. I mean, Mara is, the bar is so low, like he doesn't have to have that good of a like he's just so gigantic that if he sets decent screens, it's kind of game over.
Why is he at the line? Was that a shot?
Yeah, he did the nasty grift.
Wow.
I really am so sick of the people like do I find Shea's grifting annoying? Yes, but
now everyone does it.
Like Jalen had that rant go viral about how, and then the next game he took 22 free throws.
Yeah,
was doing
exactly.
The exact same shit.
Yeah, and everyone who was a huge Jokic fan used to do it, and now he grifts. Everyone does it. I mean, I don't. If the reps were more normal, sure, I agree, but it has gotten to a point where everyone just kind of has to do it.
It'd be stupid not to.
Who is
I remember
Mara?
Getting so mad at Kyrie for not grifting.
I don't really know who Mara is like. I don't really think that he has a pure.
I always say I'd say he's the most like Hartenstein of any starting center in the NBA currently.
Yeah, that makes sense. There we go. Hartenstein's a good one.
Because he can really pass, and his finishing is not great. And Hartenstein also has never been a great. He's a pretty poor finisher for a guy, Hartenstein. And Hartenstein is more athletic, but also not a great athlete. But Mara is so big, he kind of makes up for that difference in athleticism.
Reeves is still out, by the way. He's not coming back till game 4. But KD's also out.
But so Reeves is. Did they say Reeves is going to play in game 4, though?
It sounds like Shams made it sound like he's going to play, or he's going to try to play.
Because the last thing, I hadn't read anything about it in 4 days. I actually think the Rockets are going to win tonight, and it's going to spark
that would be very funny
discourse. Oh, dude, they're total. I genuinely believe they're going to win by 25. Reed's going to make 7 threes.
Everyone's counted them out.
I mean, I've been very impressed with what the Lakers have done, but they're still awful. That is a team that wins 33 games over a regular season. There we go, Kelly. Love this.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with what you're saying right now.
The team down 2-0 at home, they always come out shooting the lights out. Yep. The Rockets shot like shit. Luke Kennard and those guys will shoot worse on the road.
Exactly.
Oh, the thing I looked this up because people have been pointing out how KD played so many minutes. He played his most minutes this year since 2014, which is the year he won MVP. That was the year Russ got injured and he had to play like 42 minutes a game.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
To carry them.
Classic. That's honestly the biggest thing you can kill Udoka for.
Yeah, and like I saw people in our chat talking about Ime saving his job by KD not playing, but it's like you could argue it's Ime's fault for putting a stupid amount of miles on him.
Yeah.
Especially because the Rockets were so ahead of, like, I guess technically they could have ended up the 6th seed and had to play Denver.
Sure.
But what's the difference between being a 5 seed and being a 6 seed?
They're going to wipe that bucket.
Scale?
Sorry. They're going to wipe that Bona bucket because it was after the buzzer.
Oh.
It was end of the shot clock, and he definitely had the ball in his hands, so that's getting wiped off at next time out.
I've given up on trying to pretend I know what I'm talking about on the East playoffs, man.
It's unbelievable.
I was really so confident in the Knicks this year because they match up so well with Boston.
Yep.
And I just...
Then CJ McCollum and...
I'm sorry, I just don't believe that Tobias Harris can be the second best half-court scorer on a team that makes the finals. Like, we've seen this movie enough times.
Exactly. Also... by the way, speaking of the Lakers and things that aren't sustainable, I know Luke Kennard, someone posted a graphic earlier. Luke Kennard is shooting like 70% on above the break threes in the playoffs so far.
Yeah, he's been outrageous. I do think that you have to give JJ a ton of credit for it, though.
Yeah.
Because it's always been such a... Kennard has always like led the league in 3-point percentage, but refused to actually be aggressive. And JJ like must have, maybe he's like the quirked up Duke white boy whisperer. And
BJ.
He just knows how to, because Kennard's like letting it fly in a way he never has. Like those B-ball index metrics that I use for agenda purposes, even though Kennard leads the NBA in shooting percentage, he often only grades out as like an above average shooter because in terms of gravity, because he just won't take them.
Yeah.
He doesn't shoot it like Robinson, Sam Hauser, Sam Merrill. He takes way fewer than those guys.
Kate has 2 fouls, by the way.
Oh boy, boost time.
We got someone in the house. Who's in the house here?
Yeah, it's me, Delco Daryl. What's going on, dudes? It's me, the GM of the Philadelphia 76ers.
I didn't know that you lived in Delco.
Yeah, dude. No, I'm at a Wawa right now. I'm trying to get the game on. I just remembered there's a game on. Trying to get it on the Coke Freestyle machine here, but they're not letting me put it on.
Is it Hoagie Fest?
It's Hoagie Fest, dude. Dude, I got a dirty Dr. Pepper. I'm going nuts right now, bro. I got band practice later.
Dude, the Celtics are just like the threes are just not falling for them right now.
They don't have enough. And this is the reason I was so confident in the Knicks is I think if you look at the Knicks Celtics theoretical matchup, Pritchard has to go off in that series.
Exactly.
I think both White and Pritchard are pretty clearly relatively playoff droppers. Like, I don't think they're bad playoff players, but they're clearly more valuable in a regular season setting.
I keep waiting to say this though because I feel like they're just gonna have one game where they go nuts in this series.
Yeah, they will. Probably next game.
Yeah.
It wouldn't even shock me if the Sixers won this game. Yeah, it would.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing. You just talked about the athleticism, the wing thing. I said this before. I still think the Celtics will win this series, and I think that they're the clearly better team. But I do think that is he challenging?
He's challenging.
Looks like it.
Okay. Was that definitely okay? Was that definitely off Tatum? In real time, it did look like it, but I didn't check it. But real quick, you just talked about like the importance of wings and forwards in the playoffs. Like the Sixers are basically a shittier version of the Knicks team from last year, where it's like, it's like so the best play. Obviously, Brunson's a better like lead offensive guard than Maxey is because in the clutch he's just like nails. But they kind of have these like longer athletic wings that have some range. And they're also wild, and they have dirty work guys. They're just wildly inconsistent. And once again, I still think that the Celtics should be heavily favored to win this series. But like the only reason I thought the Sixers could ever hang in this series was because of the fact that they're just a shittier version of the Kings or the Knicks, and they'll try really hard, and the Celtics will just out-talent them by the end of the series.
And Paul George is like a slightly worse version of OG Anunoby, and Kelly Oubre is a way better version of Mikal Bridges. It's a total 1-to-1.
Exactly. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. OG Anunoby with a bag, and then Mikal Bridges if he had no conscience.
Yeah. Paul George, I've always said Paul George is like the non-British OG Anunoby. I've always said this.
Yeah. That was his comp coming out, even though he was 7 years before him in the draft.
Yeah.
Trill, exactly. I have to agree that the Sixers are a shitty version of the Kings. I think you really cooked with that one.
I'm always saying this.
I heard that slip.
Yeah. As opposed to the good version of the Kings, which we all know and love.
That's actually what the Sixers are. Is a good version of the Kings, like just loud, dysfunctional, chaotic.
Yeah, true.
Either them or the Clippers, I would say.
On a vibe level, absolutely, I agree.
Like the teams, like there's never any continuity.
I mean, ring the bell, light the beam. Like these are parallels.
Exactly. This is for Will.
Oh, dude, there's been some good Mikal Bridges hate watches. I'm
Do
never
you ever
gonna have as good a
watch
hate
the
watch.
stream from the night?
Not in a while. I've gone back and listened to it like twice. I thought
the whole time we're all just like, that's
why
a
would
lot
they do
of picks. Yeah.
At one point, Sam is like, "Well, now you have these two good wings," and I just interrupt him. They gave up 5 first-round picks for Mikal Bridges.
So
is it going to end up worse for the Knicks than the Paul George trade ended up for the Clippers?
No.
There's no chance because the SGA was that trade.
It's already and go fuck yourself. Don't forget, there's also a pick swap in 2028. Don't worry.
I do just want to say, I know Will has pointed this out before, which is that Elton Brand actually had the right idea when he signed Al Horford as for someone who can play alongside Joel Embiid at the 4. And then when Joel Embiid's out, he can play at the 5 because that's the only way you'll ever be able to win enough games in the regular season and then also be decent in the playoffs. Obviously, that did not work out in the one season that they tried it. But the one thing was the best team in the East they thought was the Bucks. And so they said, we're going to build this team with all these guys that can slow down Giannis, Ben Simmons, Embiid.
Build the wall, what they used to say.
Yeah, Al Horford, who famously guarded Giannis really well in the playoffs. And, okay, he did win it. Sweet. All right. Oh, they didn't take that bucket off. That Bona bucket was good. They would have wiped it at the break.
Every Bona bucket is good.
That's right.
Yeah, I mean it's such a miracle when Bona scores any points. It would just be like bullying to take away points. Excuse me.
So,
with that Mikal performance,
here we go. We're gonna get a Pritchard heater. I told you we're getting the Pritchard heater game. I said this on the podcast with Sam.
I mean, he's in a 7-game series. You probably get 2 games where Pritchard has 25 points.
Sure, I'm just always shocked when he plays against us because he's had some of his worst games against us in general, which is weird. Like he's just never had like great games against the Sixers. There we go, Bona. All right, I like the fight, but the Knicks, basically, they did a better version of this by building this team, but they built this team to take down the Celtics. Yeah. And they did last year. Like, that was the idea.
I really, like the Knicks, their performance in that series was admirable.
Mm-hmm.
That was like 90% the Celtics throwing. Oh, shit.
Let's go.
Max,
you know what's funny is that we have not been able to run all series because they've just been done a really good job of getting back. Like, we have not had any transition opportunities, basically. Also, Tatum is shooting 12% on above the break threes. So please,
dude, this happens every year where there's always some stat like off the dribble threes. Tatum taking the most in the NBA at 24%.
Yeah,
and I'm always seeing these stats where he's one of the worst shooters, and then you look it up and he's shooting 37% from 3.
I was just talking about in the first 2 playoff games.
I never think but like every playoffs this happens where he just goes like a bajillion, like an insane volume. I never think his threes are going in.
They told Bona, just dunk the basketball, dude. Stop trying to fucking lay it in.
Dude, so many guys have that disease. It drives me nuts.
If Bona has 10 plus points in this game today, Nick Nurse should win Coach of the Year retroactively.
Agreed.
Dude.
Really, Nurse and Morey should both be extended if Bona has 10+ points.
It's very funny to me that everyone is so mad at Nick Nurse all the time, and I'm like, I don't know how you could have watched this team and been like, let's go. We're starting Dem Bona at center. He had one mate. He was 1 of 7 coming into this game in the playoffs from the field. And we won a game in Boston. I was like, he had a Tony Snell game with like 1 block last game, and we won.
Coaches get so much like the black sheep coach right now, league wide, I would say is Ime, who I'm not saying is some mastermind, but
he's a flawed coach, but he's a good coach.
Look at the roster.
Yeah,
a lot of nerds on NBA Twitter act like Reed is this golden ticket that just magically fixes everything for Houston. He's very flawed in his own right. And outside of him, it's just all variants of the exact same player over and over again.
Exactly. Like, they don't have any spacing. Şengün is not a viable offensive engine in a playoff context.
Mm-hmm.
Really, Vooch making threes. What a joke.
They were gonna get a quarter, a half a game where they have not shot well from.
Hold on. Let's think bigger picture. Vooch makes 1 or 2 threes in the first half, so they play him too much.
Yeah, exactly.
This is the way.
Like, didn't Bill always used to talk about that with Westbrook? Like, there's nothing better for your team than if Westbrook makes a couple jumpers in the first quarter.
I always used to say that too. I didn't know that was a Bill thing. That was my favorite thing to say whenever we played against a Westbrook team.
Even Zach was crushing Ime
offensive foul
in a way he never does.
They actually started calling that push off. By the way, they did switch Jordan Walsh onto Maxey, which I assumed was going to be the idea. Good adjustment.
To be 100% honest with you, I didn't know Jordan Walsh was in the rotation. This
he
series,
only played because of Maxey, basically.
This series and Cavs Raptors, I've watched very little of. Like, I genuinely am, like, honestly, I might be looking one eye over to Lakers Rockets once that starts, because I think that series just from a slop fest as a lover of slop,
a narrative ball,
as a lover of the slop, that is one of the more interesting. You could convince me pretty much any outcome. You could convince me the Lakers sweep them, and you could convince me the Rockets are going to win 4 in a row.
Well, because those teams are like, especially for slot purposes, those teams have some of the most interesting offseason choices to make, because the Lakers are going to have a ton of cap space. Like, if LeBron somehow leads this Lakers team to the Western Conference Finals with no Luka and a hobbled Austin Reeves, are they just going to say, fuck you, LeBron?
Yeah, that's even if they just win this series. Like, I was talking about this with my friend too. Like, everyone has assumed that LeBron and them are heading for a divorce. But can you really do that if let's say by some miracle they lose in 6 to the Thunder? Like, are you really just going to be like, okay, thanks for the memories, now we're going to go sign Peyton Watson?
LeBron is going to take a pay cut so they can trade for Lou Dort. That's just what's going to happen.
Lou Dort is such a Laker. He's going to be
a Laker. It's going to happen.
No, Luka signed with Clutch. Like, it's a lock.
Luka is like Lou Dort is the hardest guard.
Did he try to dunk that and then got blocked?
No. I think he very unnaturally takes layups because he doesn't play with any pace. So
I had to switch to my phone, so I have a much smaller screen now.
No, I'm very glad they lined up Lakers Rockets to be at the halftime of this game, because I'm gonna be very intensely. Also, if there are any NFL draft updates in chat, the Eagles do anything, or there's anything going on with that.
I was talking about this with Harrison because I knew he would agree with me. It's the Lakers, so they never feel like this, but there's something kind of charming about this Lakers team where it's like a 41-year-old washed LeBron and a bunch of scrubs just like through like nothing but smoke and mirrors winning playoff games.
Yeah, exactly. Like literally just like pure will, and like
they're
JJ Redick.
Marcus Smart is committing the most ridiculous flops you've ever seen in your life. It's hilarious.
It's crazy that, like, I genuinely have watched probably a game and a half of that series, and every time I watch, I'm like, I think Smart's been the most impactful player in this series.
No, it's Kennard. And I would
say
Smart,
the shooting is just out of control.
But he's averaging 25 points, Kennard. He had 26 and then 24, I'm pretty sure.
So I guess the Kennard comps are off the table because Kennard actually rises.
Kennard is a
postseason.
playoff riser.
Kennard is the best white player on the Lakers whose first name starts with Luke.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I know. I've already made that joke. Don't worry. But they're playing Bronny in the rotation, and I'm not sure he's their worst player in the rotation because they're also playing Jared Vanderbilt, who is the worst offensive player I've ever seen in my life.
He's so bad, dude.
I saw some deranged Lakers fan online say, "Hey, do you think we could get Caruso from OKC in a salary dump, and we also get a pick, and all we have to send back is Jared Vanderbilt?"
True.
And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
That would be a great
most normal Lakers fan fake trade.
That would be a great move for them.
Truly unbelievable.
By the way, Will, does Kelly? Because Kelly actually, I would say in the postseason has had more moments for us than in the regular season. Does he also fall under this?
Yeah, he's an athletic wing who kind of sucks, but he can pressure the rim and he draw fouls.
Yeah,
so this is what I'm telling you, man. If you're a playoff team, just throw like 2 seconds for Cam Whitmore, and
the Wizards might have had the right idea.
Moment. Yeah, I always was a Cam Whitmore guy. More
I liked him in the draft, and then he just kind of because apparently his knee is just like burnt.
Oh, that sucks. Because I thought the Nova coach who shat on him was a total loser, so I was like,
Kyle Neptune.
So I got to be pro this guy.
Well, he's already gone, so you might have been on to something there.
Kyle Neptune, what is it? He's fucking Jimmy Neutron ass name. Horrible.
It is. It really is.
Oh my god.
Kyle Neptune.
Kyle Neptune, by the way, future coach of the Portland Trailblazers. Like he's gonna be.
You guys see this Şengün fit? I'm not sure I've ever seen someone's PR be this down.
What's that? Şengün?
Şengün. Like some of the tweets I've been seeing are absolutely.
I mean, Paolo just had this happen a week ago, but I think
it's gotten worse.
Because Şengün didn't really have any defenders in America, at least.
Yeah. And Şengün looks stupid in a way Paolo does not.
Yeah,
he runs weird, and
his game is just gross. Like his game is clunky.
Well, I would say Paolo's is too, but
Paolo's is too, but he's a wing, so it's as clunky as you can get for a wing.
Yeah, that's
God damn it, we're gonna be in the bonus already. Oh, there's 3 minutes left in the quarter. We're fine.
Like, there's nothing that a Şengün fan / Rockets fan from the last couple of years hates more than when you compare him to Sabonis at all. But I'm actually gonna defend Sabonis slightly here. At least he pushes the fucking pace, man. Everything with Şengün is so goddamn slow. It takes forever. He dribbles he over dribbles the fuck out of the ball. At least Sabonis kind of knows he sucks, and it's like, okay,
I was gonna say he might be a worse. I think Şengün might be more of a worse Julius Randle than a worse Sabonis.
Yeah, that's a good call. But he has to play center because he's so slow.
Yeah.
Presti vindicated for the Şengün trade on draft night.
Yeah,
Şengün,
we need to
might be the best version of that thing Sam and Trill talked about with, is it better to just draft a bust than to draft Tyler Hero?
I think he is, yeah.
Because, obviously, Şengün is objectively an excellent draft pick. And I also thought his contract was a steal. I was like, he
got below the max, and he was on this trajectory. It felt like, let's go, Tyrese. He was on this trajectory. It felt like to be the potential All NBA player, and then his touch is just so bad. All right, Tatum has now made 2 above the break threes.
I think it just needs to be. It just needs to be a massive red flag if Sam Presti passes on a white boy. We just need to if he trades a white guy away,
especially a high feel guy,
like a high feel white guy, that's all Presti wants. And so if he trades that guy away, that's no good.
Not great.
Classic Tatum.
Shot it like it was a 2-for-1.
Knew he.
I remember Bill talking about the Celtics have kind of figured out this 7-for-5 thing. They'll take a 2-for-1 shot when there's 3 minutes left. They figured out some math.
Maxey!
Did he injure himself? No.
I thought he injured Drummond for a second. It felt like that.
Do the Sixers literally not have a third big guy on the roster?
I knew we were getting a Pritchard game here. No, we'll just put Jabari Walker in there or Don Barlow.
Free my guy Trendon Watford.
Yeah, unfortunately, Trendon Watford was absolutely terrible for us.
He unironically was ruining the tank last year.
Yeah,
his first 20 games that he played in last year, the Nets went 11-9.
He must just be an early season riser, because when he played for us early in the season, I was like, he's got some juice. And then down the stretch of the season, I was like, this guy is the worst player in the NBA.
I remember he had like that one. I think he had some stat line that nobody
had like
had
a 25-5 game.
And nobody. It was a stat line that nobody had done since Ben Simmons, and everybody was like, "We got Ben Simmons back."
Yeah, it was against the Raptors.
I just was like, look, I enjoyed Trendon Watford. You know, he's like a fun vibes guy. He's like an interesting watch, if nothing else. He's
sure,
like more entertaining than a lot of other bad players. But like he's bad.
Yeah,
like, he would have been way better on the Nets for 2 years. Because I do remember the summer the Nets signed him, every NBA nerd was obsessed with him.
Yeah, he's almost like if Kyle Anderson was bad on defense.
Yeah,
but like a little bit more of a hooper.
He
like what if Kyle Anderson had
sort of
a little
plays
bit of a bag?
like baby Julius Randle, like before he could shoot at all. And
he can drive and score around the basket. It's just like he gets so bad. His passing is useless when he just gets tunnel vision every time he drives. Like his connective passing isn't terrible, but anytime he gets downhill, it's like when you watch Karl Anthony Towns and he never passes on drives, but with a shitty player.
I wish I watched more of the LSU with Watford.
I knew we were going to get this fucking Peyton Pritchard game.
Watford and Cam Thomas on the same team must have been such a movie, especially at the college level.
Oh my God, that's incredible. I didn't even think about it. And we were 1 year away from Tari playing with them too. That would have been a fucking movie if those
I think if I remember correctly, because I do remember my roommate loving that LSU team. My roommate was like a college basketball guy.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember I watched them play a game, and Cam Thomas was not involved in the play because I knew who he was at LSU.
Hold on, how did we get in the bonus before? I guess do offensive fouls not count towards the bonus?
No, they're not team fouls.
I could have sworn that illegal screens did. Wow.
Well, hey,
you learn more.
You know ball, but you don't know the rules of ball.
Yeah, apparently. Here, I'll mute Will's mic.
Yeah, he's getting some kind of delivery or something.
Yeah. I do agree Maxey needs to griff more, but he can keep that in his back pocket, especially when he's the lead option.
Oh, can I say something about last night's pod?
Yes.
First of all, OKC is taking over YKB.
I know. There's so many.
OKC fan caucus it's over.
Well, you are the most relevant team in the NBA, even though teams or people don't really have anything new to say about you other than the fouling stuff.
Well, you guys, I'm surprised you guys didn't mention what I thought would have been the number one talking point, which is like there is now an open spot in the rotation with J-Dub being injured.
Sure. So and McCain?
Presti traded 4 firsts for a guy at the trade deadline. He's never done that.
You say 4 first?
4 picks. 4 picks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I felt like the Celtics. How many threes did the Celtics make in that quarter? All right, here, keep talking. No, I do agree that like Jared could play, but like, my thing is it opens up a thing in the rotation, but none of that stuff really even matters at all. Like,
no, it doesn't. I mean, yeah. it only matters in the sense that Mark is a sicko and he's going to get Jared run in this series. Obviously he's not going to be a big part in the rest of the playoffs, but we're going to see Jared minutes, I think, tomorrow. Almost assuredly.
All right, I think I can I pull this off? No. So the Celtics just shot what? 44% from 3? The Sixers shot 22. The Sixers shot 34% from the field. Celtics shot 41. They only made 3 2-point baskets in that whole. They took a ton of threes. Only up 5. They made 7 threes in that quarter. Only a 5-point game.
Sixers and 5. I'm hearing, by the way.
Many people are saying.
Many people are saying.
So
Sixers and
one of the things that me and Sam laid out on the pre-play-in podcast that we did was. We both picked the Sixers only due to maximum humiliation potential, which was they beat the Magic, and then they play the Celtics, and they convince themselves they have a chance to beat the Celtics because they steal a game, and then like Embiid comes back and then they just get smacked. Like that's like the ultimate like we all talkers like maybe even if they lose this one close and Joel comes back and whatever. Chiodo said, "What if we win tonight and then he comes back on Sunday and we just lose 3 straight and lose the series?" I was like, that's good for maximum humiliation potential. I'm actually I obviously think if you put Embiid in over one of Boner or Drummond, probably Bona, they're a much better team. Their ceiling is much higher. But these playoffs have become more about like your weaknesses and like Joel post not playing. People will point to like, well, he's only been out 2 weeks. And it's like, yeah, but he had only played like 2 or 3 games before that. He's played like 3 games in like 2 months. Like he's barely played. So the first game back, I know he'll get gassed easily. And if they just get it out in run in transition on us and the floor balance is all off, they could just crush us in a game like that because Joel just might not be ready for like playoff basketball. And then it's like if we're down 3-1, then like why did you even bring him back? So there's a lot of things that could happen. Suns is this slop that is out there, Rob, or did you hear this? Whoa. The Suns apparently want to trade for Ja. Let's look at their contracts real quick. Hold on.
Wow. Rob, if the Suns don't trade for Ja this offseason, I'm making you eat this comment.
He was he was at their play-in game.
Whoa, okay.
So he showed up for their play-in game because he's friends with Dylan Brooks still. Hold on. So they could trade Jalen Green. They could probably do Jalen Green. How much does Ja make? $40 million? Hold on.
Wait a minute. Ja was at the Suns game? You know who the Suns were playing? The Oklahoma Warriors? City Thunder.
No. Not the play-in game, not the playoff.
Oh, the play-in game. Oh, yeah, okay.
They were playing the Warriors, so he was probably trying to watch their downfall. All right.
Maybe Ja is the Warriors trade. Steph for Ja, who says no?
Yeah. Let's go, VJ.
It's crazy how obviously a playoff riser VJ was going to be. It was like there was no doubt in anybody's mind.
Because every big moment he had this year was let's go. From game 1, it felt like he had a big moment every fucking week, basically, in big games. That's why I was like, I don't think that like I would love to just get him playoff experience in general, but like I don't think that he needs to prove anything. Like he's already that guy.
Yeah. I mean, Cooper Flagg isn't going to score 30 in a playoff game for another, 5 years?
Yeah, we'll see what they do in the draft.
Yeah.
Good shit. Good hustle.
Drummond's hustling.
Love to see that from Drum God.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at Ja Morant. So Ja Morant makes 39, 42 next year. Jalen Green makes 36. So you just have to throw one more contract in there, basically. And you can make that money work. And I think the Grizzlies would do it. No dip threes are so demonic, dude. How do you do that? Just like catch it up here and...
I mean, I can do it easily.
You know how much strength that involves? The thing that I noticed when we shot around on the court in New Orleans was how hard it is when you're at an NBA 3-point line to get it to the basket if you're not like in like shape.
Yeah, no, it's
like, fucking, oh my God.
It's so fucking far. It's far away as hell.
The Grizzlies don't want to take back Jalen Green's contract. That's only 2 more years. Come on, Grimes. No.
The fact that that's going to count as a steal for Derek White is why stats are fake. Because that was not a steal for Derek White. That was a fumble by Quentin Grimes.
Come on, Justin Edwards. God, I can't believe Justin Edwards is playing real minutes in this series.
Yeah. By the way, was Justin Edwards the best player on that Kentucky team?
It's a good question. That's still Reed.
Who knows? It goes Reed,
Rob,
Justin Edwards,
Reed,
Rob
Justin
Dillingham?
Edwards, Rob. Yeah, that's what I would say. It's funny. Will said that the fucking forwards and wings. Justin Edwards is the least athletic person I've ever seen.
the sort of I wasn't like locked in on that draft, but I watched some stuff, and anytime I watched Rob, I was just not sold
He's
on
just
him.
too small.
He's just too. I was just like, come on, guys.
Yep. That's
that
brutal.
Trade up from the Wolves.
Once again, we lead the league in letting up offensive rebounds that lead to threes. That's like our favorite thing to do. Like, look, if you're getting offensive rebounds to Mitchell Robinson, it is what it is. We're just going to give up rebounds. If you're giving up offensive rebounds to Baylor Shireman in the post, like, come on, dude.
You got to lock in.
Like, it's the playoffs.
Playoff riser Baylor Shireman. Oh, there he is. There he is. Do that every play.
What's really surprising is how good our offense has been with Maxey off the court so far in the playoffs. Not the case in this game so far.
VJ has a plan. VJ and Paul George.
Well, that's what they've been making their shots when Maxey hasn't been in there. And that's made a huge difference. Tough. Yeah, they're making all their threes tonight. It's going to be tough to just keep up math-wise.
Yeah. Garza, best white Luka in the NBA.
God, Grimes. All right, good foul. Good drawing of the foul. I don't think he's ever made an and one in that scenario before. Let's see. Baylor Shireman. I do think he's actually kind of good at offensive rebounds. Hold on. He's got that Keaton Wagler gene.
Is he going to be good? I feel like he's...
Wagler?
Yeah, Wagler, I feel like... I mean, he could be amazing.
I don't know. I'm a little skeptical. I do like him, but, like, I'm just skeptical. Like, the craft, the touch, he's got some passing chops, and the ancillary stuff, like the offensive rebounding, is encouraging. The lack of athleticism to be a lead guard, though, it's tough.
Yeah, it feels like when he gets to the NBA, it's just going to be like, is he just like an off-ball wing guy because he's not athletic enough to be the guy?
Yeah. So
at that point, is he just like Yegor Dioman plus?
Right, exactly. Like, is he Yegor Dioman, but he can already like shoot? Like, it's not a question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, if you're getting Yegor Dioman plus, like with the 6th pick or whatever, that's totally fine.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, he'll probably end up going really high only because he's one of the only guards in this class that isn't short.
Yeah, he is tall.
Here we go, PG.
Ooh,
41-33, go Birds!
It's crazy. Like, you can say whatever you want about Paul George. He's fucking smooth, dude. He's so smooth.
Smooth as butter.
Gorgeous, gorgeous play.
Hold on, what are the Celtics shooting now? 50% from 3? I mean, we're just giving them practice shots. They're going to make those.
All right. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, we had a mozzarella sticks related emergency with my
Oh yeah.
His idea is he likes to put them in the microwave and watch them blow up.
Nice.
There we go, VJ.
So he's a man of science.
Yeah, he really likes cool like I'm trying to think of the best example. Like for example, like he likes video games, but he doesn't really care about winning. And the best example of this is when he plays Mario Kart. He just drives himself into the water over and over again because he thinks that's funny.
That is funny. That's a good bit.
He doesn't really care about trying to win the race.
He's got a great sense of humor.
Yeah.
The Celtics are shooting exactly 50% from 3.
Yeah, I mean that's not shocking after the last game.
Well, and also once again, last game when we shot 50% from 3, they were like, it's a shooting variance game. I'm like, I get it. That was also very bad defense. And that's exactly what's happening in this game, where it's just like, yeah, the Sixers are overhelping. The Celtics are getting wide open threes. They're going to make those. Last game, they weren't sending any help, and Maxey and VJ were just pull up 3, pull up 3, pull up 3, pull up 3.
Also, the Celtics must every series in game 2 allow the
just
other team to make 21 threes.
Yeah, it's like the Cavs, the Heat, the Sixers.
Letting that Heat team do it is the worst one.
That Heat team without Jimmy Butler was so bad. And then they won the championship that year, and they still lost in that game too.
I remember every time that Celtics team lost a game, people would be like, are they mentally tough enough to win the championship?
Which is so funny because it's like they won like 63 games or something.
Well, yeah, they had like a plus 12 net rating, and they had been to the finals with that core. People
do this with the Thunder now, where they lose so infrequently that anytime they lose like a big game, it's always like an indictment on like their offense won't be good enough in the playoffs. They're going to be too reliant on 3-point variance. Yeah,
I've long held the belief that
once you win the championship, then
once teams who have a ring get way too much benefit of the doubt, and teams who don't get nearly enough. Like
I agree.
Like I think if this Denver team hadn't won a ring together, nobody would think they have a fucking chance this year. People are like, their defense is a joke. Like, you can't win with a defensive liability at center.
But I will say the difference is that even the year they won the championship, their defense was much better and it locked in for the playoffs. But their defense was never this bad.
The Jokic haters might have been cooking, man. Maybe he can only beat play-in teams.
Well, he still hasn't beat a 50-win team in the playoffs, right?
I know, but this Wolves team is 49 wins, so I actually was thinking maybe he should lose on purpose to be like, see, it's not just a 50-win team thing.
Yeah.
It's like, I have some, Will is here, so obligatory baseball talk. There are some Yankee fans in my life who, Aaron Judge is like an infamous playoff dropper.
Very, very Bill-coded of you to say there are some Yankee fans in my life.
That's true. And so when Aaron Judge comes up and it's like 12-0, when he comes up, it's like 12-0, they root for him to strike out because they know if he hits a home run, that everyone's just going to be like, there he is, Mr. Low Leverage. So when he comes up,
stats when it doesn't matter.
So when he comes up in meaningless situations, they actually root for him to do badly.
That's crazy. The Clippers did win 50 last year, by the way.
Oh,
so he does have one.
Curse.
Yeah.
Well, the refs
50 plus
to win them that game.
Yeah, the Aaron Gordon game. Well, I said this before the playoffs, but I was like, the Nuggets just love to go 7. Like I've never seen a team go 7 as much as them. How many times have they gone 7 since this team has been a thing?
There's
other than the championship year, we've had twice in the bubble.
Two in 2019. Isn't it? It's 2 in 2019, 2 in 2020.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think they didn't
2
play
last year. So that's 6.
No, so they played 2. Yeah, and then in 2024, so 7 because they won versus the Wolves. So 7.
Yep. Yeah. They lost against the Wolves in 2024.
That game was a movie.
The most insane. That's one of the most insane games that I've ever streamed for. I remember
once Gobert made that fadeaway, I was like, the Wolves got this.
Crazy.
That is a team with the mandate of heaven.
Maxey's still not back in.
VJ's so good. Trill, I hate you so much. Trill didn't even like VJ.
He missed most of the shot.
Trill and I had many arguments about VJ. He was like, I don't know. I just think he's like super D'Anthony Melton.
I did.
And then the second the Sixers were third. Well, obviously VJ has star upside.
Well, also, I had not seen. The thing that swayed me was
giving you a hard time.
The Bahamas tape was what swayed me. I was like, no, D'Anthony Melton can't do this.
I saw a guy I follow who's like a huge calculator rat called VJ like 2 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
D'Anthony Melton with usage and aura,
and
people were super mad, but I was surprised. Like, dude, like
that's a compliment.
Those people, this is an insult. Like, he meant it as a compliment, but like people are gonna think this is slander.
Yeah, I was gonna say. There we go. There we go. Good shit.
Grimes is also a Laker. Grimes and Dort are both spiritually Lakers. That is your Lakers starting backcourt next year. Well, that's really small.
I cannot. I can believe. I should say I can believe
Derek
that
White sucks.
He's made 1 3 this game. I think he's 1 for 4.
That's like a wide open corner 3. Like, you can't be missing that. What are you doing?
Yeah, PG. Come on.
Every time they see Lowry on the bench, I laugh. How long has he been on the Sixers now? 3 seasons? 4?
This is his 3rd season.
That's hilarious. Didn't he play meaningful minutes in the Knicks series?
Oh yeah, he started the first 2 games of that series.
And I just remember he being like, "Get Lowry off the fucking court.
He blew
Get a goddamn rebound."
No one ever talks about that series that Kyle Lowry is the reason we lost that game with the Nick Nurse meltdown timeout. He missed both of his free throws in clutch time. And I was like, why is he playing right now? I was like, why is Kyle Lowry out on the court? He missed both of it. They would have went up 8 and the game would have been over.
I remember he had some Heat playoff games that were really awful.
I will say this much, though. Lowry in the first game of that series was really the only reason we were in the game. So I was like, all right, I get it. But like our best 5, dude, our 5 in the regular season had the best net rating in the NBA. The Oubre, Batum.
I remember Batum's on-offs that year were preposterous.
Crazy. He got hit in the nuts.
They just were slutting teams out every time Batum was in the game.
Uh-oh. Please don't tell me Paul George just got his ball busted, literally.
I think the PEDs are wearing off for PG. He needs another. This
is going to be Jaylen Brown's 5th offensive foul of the series. Please don't tell me you just...
They need to...
elbowed him. Oh,
wow.
Oh, no.
That's
Flagrant 2. Flagrant 2, suspend him. You can't do that.
So they should kick him out of the NBA.
Yeah.
Our starting lineup. Oh, no. I think the reason why. I think Melton was part of that. No, it was Oubre, Maxey, Batum, Tobias, and Embiid. And we literally had the number 1 net rating. And then we signed Kyle Lowry and started him. And I was like, why are we doing this? Like, Lowry should come off the bench. Oh, no. I hope that he might have really got fucked up, dude.
Mm-hmm. He was down for a long time.
If he has to go to the locker room and then is fine for the second half, though, that's not the end of the world. Just in terms of timing.
I mean, 5 minutes left, but Paul George has been low-key the Sixers' most consistent player in the last 2 months.
It's very funny that now that it's all over and doesn't matter, he's been pretty much exactly what they needed.
That's classic Paul George.
Hey, has anybody posted that picture of Paul George next to his dog with his nuts hanging out yet?
He's fine. Please don't go to the locker room, PG.
After this move,
I knew PG was cooked after when the Eagles went to the Super Bowl. That video with him in his car, and he was so awkward and didn't know what to do.
Yeah, that was when the Eagles. It was the NFC Championship.
I don't think they had won the Super Bowl yet.
Yeah, and he's doing the peace sign.
That was the easiest layup of all. Just roll down your window, shout "Go Birds," and drive away. And everyone would be like, "This guy is a Sixers legend. Tobias Harris would never." And
so
he didn't know what to do.
Paul George has already given me more postseason moments than Tobias Harris in 3 postseason games.
Hey man, Tobias versus
Tobias is special.
So I was in Michigan still, but my dad and oldest brother went to games 3 and 4 of Nets Sixers 2019, and my dad kind of remained a Tobias and Ben stan for years.
That's so funny.
My dad would be like, I don't know. I kind of feel like Embiid holds them back,
That's great.
Not even
No, we love beating the Nets without Embiid during that stretch. That was I swear, we had the final game of the Tobias game in 2023, where Harden was horrific and Tobias really basically carried us to that win. Maxey and Tobias.
That 2019 series was my first playoff series as a sicko. Because I was a casual basketball fan until 2017, which is when I got super into it. And I just remember losing my fucking mind. I was like,
game 1, I was like, oh, we're in trouble. I was like, because Embiid came back, but he had the classic I haven't played in week or 2.
I remember Jimmy was the only good player for you guys that game.
Yeah, Jimmy
Simmons,
absolutely
Redick,
crushed.
And Embiid all sucked.
Yep, they were terrible that game.
And then I said some hilarious things about
if Ed Davis didn't get hurt, you guys win the series.
I said hilarious things, not truthful things, Trill. No, but I was like Karis LeVert or Jaylen Brown. Who's to say?
Dude, a lot of people said that at the time. He was so good in that series.
I can never go to another Celtics home game because the only one I've ever been to
was the 50. What do you have? 40?
52 points. And it was 37 points in just the fourth quarter and overtime.
Jesus.
He had 15 going into the fourth and finished with 52.
That's unbelievable.
It was a 20-point comeback win. And I was like, I can never come back here because I will never have something as good as this. I'll be right back.
Oh, wow. It was just a common foul. I didn't realize that.
Will with a very like NPR sign off right now. I will never have anything as good as this. I'll be right back.
I'm Terry Gross. Why are you fucking leaving? God, you got lucky. This has been Bona's best defensive rebounding game I can ever remember. And of course, he can't even secure the rebound. I should have shut the fuck up.
He's all right. He's gonna be fine. Bonus got us.
I'm worried. I'm definitely worried about their offensive rebounding if Joel comes back.
Yeah, but he's a bucket and a problem, so it's not gonna matter. He's gonna be hitting, 16-foot fadeaways.
My dad has texted me, this game is fixed.
Let's go. Jaylen Brown's allowed to hit anybody in the nuts that he wants.
Let's go. Oh, he got the fucking...
It's good that they do the behind the backboard camera so that I don't understand what happened or where the ball went. That's actually good of them to do.
Let's go, VJ. Push it. And he got tripped. Thank you. Damn it. That would have been fucking a take foul if it wasn't tripping.
Mm-hmm.
Very proud of them for hanging in this. This is very Pistons last year coded against the Knicks.
Okay, that should be my last move, so I should be good to not come in and out constantly now.
Yeah, my dad texted me that it's fixed, Will. So
after one, he's right. He cooked.
He's right. BMM, baby.
Father bro dude is never wrong.
He's never been wrong in his life.
Yeah. Celtics getting all these mail-in points.
Yeah, I have to cue the. I'm in the. But there's a late game tonight, right? Is it Spurs Blazers?
Spurs Blazers, I think.
Spurs Blazers is the late
game. Do we have any info on whether Mr. Wembanyama will play?
I don't imagine he will.
I have been confused, but I looked up the Vegas odds, and the Spurs are still a really big favorite. So I have interpreted that as they're confident Wembanyama will play or maybe miss one game. Because if he's going to miss both these games, I think the Blazers could totally win both. 2 games at home against the Wembyless Spurs.
Let's go! Let's go, PG!
Mm-hmm. He said no balls, no problem.
All right, new theory. Trill is always saying maximum pain for Sixers.
Yeah.
So Sixers win tonight. Embiid plays game 4. They lose 3 in a row.
We already said this. You were off. And Chiodo came up with that exact scenario off the air already.
And people say they would have won if Embiid didn't come back.
Exactly.
Speaking of that, by the way, if the Celtics don't win the championship, you have to argue that they would have won the championship if Jason Tatum didn't come back.
Let's go.
They can make the finals and lose in 7 to the.
Oh no, Bona just got hurt.
Oh no.
Bona has actually been good for once. And now he's hurt. Please don't tell me you just broke his fucking elbow.
I like Bona. I love an energy big who's just all motor, no skill.
Yep. That's exactly what he is. Please don't tell me you just broke his elbow.
They wouldn't have. No, he didn't break his elbow.
He didn't.
They
wouldn't
have brought him up, holding him up by like that. If he had broken his elbow.
He's good. He's at least good enough to shoot the free throws, probably. Bona, dude, how is Bona 21 years old? He looks like 40, dude.
He's going to be in the NBA for 10 years.
Oh, I've met Moses Brown a few times, Rob Flom.
Moses Brown.
He was a CHSAA guy. Our high schools played each other and stuff.
Oh, that's funny.
Mutual friends. Yeah, he and Cole Anthony were like the duo in New York City when I was.
Oh yeah, sure.
And then, but Cole just because Moses was my year and Cole Anthony was a year.
Cole was a bucket in high school,
and so he left and went to Oak Hill.
Yeah, I remember that.
Year.
I mean, Moses Brown sort of is what sold me on Mark Daigneault being a good coach because Moses Brown was putting up insane numbers.
Every year in March for a new team, Moses Brown puts up like a 21 point, 23 rebound.
Yeah, I remember that stretch.
He's been signed for like 6 different teams.
He was a fantasy basketball legend.
And
he was in the Kemba like salary dump by the Celtics to the Thunder, and Bill was like, I kind of like Moses Brown. I kind of like the Celtics getting Moses Brown.
All right, guys, trivia time. Moses Brown has played for 7 teams in the NBA.
Let's name them.
Can you name the 7 teams?
All right. Well, OKC's 1. Boston's 2.
The Thunder.
He never played for the Celtics.
Okay, then all right. Then take them off. All right.
The
Dallas.
Dallas is 1. That's 2.
Blazers.
Blazers is also 1. That's 3. You've gotten the 3 he has the most minutes with. But OKC,
did he play for the Warriors?
No.
Fuck.
I would get
Hornets.
No.
Damn.
So, the
Bucks, maybe?
No. I'm trying to
Clippers, yeah, duh. Obviously,
Clippers is 4. And the other 3, he has played a total of 51, 150 minutes.
Did you play for the Spurs too?
No.
Okay, then Spurs.
It is all East teams that you have not gotten.
Magic?
No. I will say that
Knicks. Did I say Knicks already?
No.
Oh, the Wizards?
No Wizards.
No, the Wizards.
You guys are just naming teams at this point. The Cavs for 14 games.
I do remember that. He was on a 2-way.
21-22. I think that's probably when COVID. That would be my guess. He played 46 minutes for the Pacers last year. There you go. And he was a Brooklyn Nets legend.
Interesting.
It was after the KD Kyrie trades, and
I knew he was on a New York team. I just got the wrong team.
Day'Ron Sharp got injured, and I remember that's also when the Nets they did a bunch of 10 days. Nerlens Noel got a 10-day, and then Moses Brown got a 10-day.
This is what people came here for.
Is listing
us just Brown's naming team. Off all the teams that Moses Brown played for.
At a certain point, you guys were just naming every team in the NBA. So
I know.
The Wizards one I felt like was a pretty good guess. I was the Wizards had to have.
Was he ever? His transaction history is very funny.
Insane.
Because there's a lot of 10-day, 2-way, converted from 2-way, waived, new 10-day. He did sign a 10-day with the Knicks, Trill, but.
Okay, there you go. I remember that transaction.
Yeah. So that front office must have kind of liked it because they signed him to a 2-way, and then they cut him a week later, and then a year later they signed him to an Exhibit 10 deal that summer, and then cut him before.
By the way, I'm looking at the NFL draft real quick because it's the second round right now. I know this is how not tuned into the draft this year I am. I know one player that has been drafted in the second round.
I had never heard of the 3rd overall pick. I'm such a football casual.
Love?
Wait. No, the running. Oh, right. The running back went 3rd. Who went?
Yeah, you know Jeremiah Love.
No, him I know.
Yeah.
I know the Big Ten guys and then like stars.
So you knew Cardinal Tate because he went to Ohio State, yeah.
But then I had no idea I learned who the Miami tackle was. The Giants took a couple hours before.
Same here. Yeah, I had no idea. The only person that I know in the second round is Denzel Boston because he was supposed to go in the first round around the Sixers or the Eagles pick.
The Giants have just been so incompetent for so long, and I'm just not that big a football guy in the first place that I'm just I'm just.
The Giants make no sense to me because every year I like their draft, and then they are just not good.
Well, they seem to exclusively invest in their defensive line and be like, "Whoa, this pass rush will be a movie."
They did again, yeah.
And then they're down 28-0 every game, so having a good pass rush doesn't really matter.
Sure. I'm kind of surprised Tatum hasn't really been taking it to the basket, but we will allow it.
Will, you're a Michigan guy, right?
Yes, I am.
Is Derek Moore good?
He's okay. All right, the Lions took him or something, right?
Yes, the Lions took him, and I'm a Lions fan.
I saw those who stay in Michigan. So I knew they took him.
Another illegal screen from Bona, dude.
He was like a rotational edge rusher when they were really, really good, and but then he was kind of supposed to then be like the guy on his last year or two, and he never really took that step forward. But he's athletic and stuff. So I don't really know what I'm talking about with football, to be honest.
So you're saying he's going to be in the Hall of Fame? That's good to know. Exactly. I like that for my Lions.
I did know about this guy, Emmanuel McNeil-Warren, because we drafted Quinyon Mitchell from Toledo a few years ago, so they obviously keep an eye on that.
There we go. Celtics suck.
This is a good call from Dippy. Bona is like the definition of came to basketball late.
When did Bona start playing basketball? Like this morning?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, he really does play like a kid who's big and athletic, and people told him you should try basketball.
It's exactly what happened.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's probably almost every NBA player at some point. But
sure, unless you grow up in basketball culture.
He looks like that in the NBA.
Yeah. He's from Nigeria and Turkey, so he probably wasn't hip to it quite as early as some American and other Western European. Oh no!
Dude, Drummond
being
guarded.
Drummond.
I'm a little behind now, but Drummond being guarded from 3
so funny.
One of the funniest things. Like, imagine trying to explain. People talk about, imagine trying to explain to someone
insane.
Brooke Lopez would be a 3-point shooter. That is
Andre
nothing.
Drummond, dude.
Like the guy who was infamous for being like the worst foul shooter of all time.
Yep.
Because like Brooke being a shooter is pretty logical. He
Yep.
always had great touch, shot 80% at the line. It almost like, I mean, it is. It almost makes you feel. He probably feels silly for not shooting threes when he was younger. But Drummond had fucking dog shit touch.
It makes no sense at all. Dude.
Come on, Ed. Oh no, that's PG. I thought that was Justin Edwards. Drummond is wide open. That's the Sixers' best shot. Is a Drummond corner 3.
It is. Mm-hmm. Kelly. Oh, they fucking Amazon. God, missed a goddamn dunk.
Dude, they need to hang it up. Amazon
Drummond was
sucks.
in net for like 3 weeks, and I loved it. He drove me insane in the playoffs, and because obviously he couldn't hang. But he had a moment that I still use the screen. It was versus
the Bigs were so much better on the Celtics in that run than these Bigs.
He had a breakaway dunk, and Tyler Hero was a few feet behind him, and he threw up a peace sign to Tyler Hero, and then did and then dunked in transition.
One of my favorite moments in the history of the NBA.
Drummond has the best. Drummond best moments is better than like half of the Hall of Fame. Like that moment with Torrey Craig when he tried to like dunk over him. So
fucking funny, dude.
And then I think it was when he was
his own teammate, Torrey Craig, keep in mind.
When he was in Cleveland, he had like the funniest travel in the history of basketball. I don't know how to describe it. It was like a Harlem Globetrotter play. I'm not doing it justice. I'll send a link to it later.
Andre Drummond on the Bulls was Chet Holmgren's welcome to the NBA moment. He like broke Chet's ankles off the dribble. It was awesome.
Come on, Tyrese.
Drummond is an extremely ambitious basketball player. Like he has like
can do stuff. Yeah, you'll see why in a second.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry. I know that's like a perfect example.
Like, just take the corner 3 at that point, dude. There's 5 seconds left in the shot clock. We have no situational awareness.
It reminds me of when the Nets had DeAndre Jordan the first year before Durant and Irving played, and he actually wasn't totally washed. He was like a fine backup center.
Yeah,
but he decided in his 12th NBA season, like, I'm gonna be one of those passing bigs now, and he would do shit like what Drummond just did every fucking game.
Oh!
Did he get it off before?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Oubre is special.
Also, Maxey is like 4 for like 15 in the first half, and we're down 5.
Yeah, I feel like this is a good outcome for the Sixers. It doesn't feel like
they made 12 threes. They took a
lot. And the Celtics have made a ton of threes. Oh, Lakers Rockets already started. I'm gonna switch to that in advance.
Oof, that was a tough bucket. All right, we got 5 seconds, guys. Come on, push it, Vij. Get it to Paul George. Vij.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I will take being down 7 after we were dog shit on the glass. They made a ton of threes.
Mm-hmm. All right, let me try and get to the Rockets game.
Yeah, with Maxey being 3 for 13 and Edgecombe being 4 for 13,
I was going to say
a lot worse than down 7.
I honest, but like
that's kind of how we've been all series outside of the end of last game.
I'm not trying to slander VJ, and like I feel like Trill. I have enough ethos as a pro VJ person. I would not be. I would sort of expect VJ to continue to have 4 for 13 halves.
Yeah, definitely.
Like Maxey, sure you can say that'll probably regress, but I would not count on it with VJ.
VJ has those like once a week.
Dude, how's Rob Flom making a KD trade joke? Would anybody actually want him? Morey would offer Paul George for him. That's for sure.
For who?
For Durant.
I don't know if he would.
Oh, dude, you got to think like Morey.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're like, he plays games. He's super talented.
Contract.
Yeah.
He's so star-brained.
He probably would.
Durant and Embiid.
That honestly, I don't even know. Durant is the better player because he plays more games, so that obviously would
don't want to give Maxey seasonal depression.
I just don't. Yeah, I don't want to. I do feel like he would love the young guys here, and then after a year, it would just not go well. Like it would just be like he would be like, "Wow, like Maxey's such a hard worker, VJ's a dog, like whatever." And then
drop the DMs, Kevin. We all know what goes on in the DMs.
I was gonna say.
I mean, over the course of 6 months, going from Jared McCain to Kevin Durant on your team is a really tough vibes shift.
Yeah,
Durant and the Nets were a perfect marriage.
Insecure, you guys ever
fan base, insecure, superstar. Doesn't matter if you win or not. Like we were just grateful to have such a player on our team.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys ever have like someone in your algorithm that just keeps coming up over and over and over and over and over, and that you cannot get rid of it?
Yeah, it happens a lot.
I get this with a comedian all the time who I just do not think is funny. When you said the vibe shift thing there, it reminded me. He has a bit about vibe dysmorphia, which is a funny sounding concept. I just don't think this comedian is funny. His name is Chris Fleming, I think.
Oh, Chris Fleming. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I know Chris Fleming.
No matter what, though, I will. My Instagram, my TikTok, my YouTube, my Twitter. But it's like the world is the world. By the world, I mean the Silicon Valley demons who have programmed this algorithm are like, you're gonna think this person's funny and you're gonna like his comedy. I have muted him on every single platform and he still shows up. Like I mute every video he comes up. I've muted his accounts. Yeah. It doesn't matter. It's literally like they will keep shoving him down my throat because I like comedy videos.
You know what? My version of that is Trill. So I get like I'll sometimes get like sports stat video on this. There's this girl on TikTok who she's like a conventionally attractive young woman, and she basically reinvents shitty versions of baseball stats.
Okay,
and it's like, well, who cares about what you do with no one on base? You know, like you have to have clutch hits. So what we're going to do is remove this stat and then multiply it by this. And the comments are just like, "Oh fuck, you know, you're so smart." Like blah 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 blah. And I'm just like, "This is a stupid stat. I don't care." And so I just like block, mute.
Right. And it doesn't matter. They just
but it's like, "Oh, you're an unhappy man in your 20s who likes sports. You'll love this slop."
It's so ridiculous, dude. Also, someone said in chat, I can't find the comment now, but they said, look at Rui's stats. He's 4 for 4, 2 for 2 from 3, 11 points in 5 minutes.
Dude, playoff Rui. Is he actually one of those physical wings like we talked about earlier?
He's a skilled wing. He can shoot. He can handle a little bit.
Dude, that Rockets crowd is empty. Do you guys see this? Because the
algorithm is forcing me to be bi and non-binary.
Oh. Good take, Laravian. Oh, what? Woke.
This is a good way to put it. He's very funny for a specific kind of person, and it's just not my cup of tea. I have nothing against him.
Yeah, I think I enjoy Chris Fleming. I understand not him not being your thing. Like I get that for sure. I think he's very good, but I will say this
much. He doesn't offend me in ways that other comedians offend me, and I don't mean like they say stupid things. Like I don't mean like they're like crap, like fucking just whatever. They're basically hacks that have to do low hanging fruit, like racial or homo. I mean that when you watch a comedian and you watch them and you go, you're not a funny person. Like
yeah, I hate stand-up comedy now.
When I see comics and I'm like, I think my friends are funnier than you.
I agree. So much of comedy now, I feel like comedy used to be a smart guy thing.
Yeah.
And now comedians, like people want a comic to be like your dumb friend.
Yes, that is the internet thing. That's like in the age of loneliness where everyone the reason why Shane Gillis is the biggest comedian in the world, he's a fine comic, but the reason why he's the biggest comic in the world is because he's just like a guy you know, basically. Whereas 15, 20, 30 years ago, you had to be like a legit performer to reach those heights. Like
it's crazy how big
you either had to be the greatest joke writer or bit performer, or you had to be like a Chris Rock who did the combination of great joke writing and amazing performance. Like he was just like energetic and like had like a voice. And now it's just like I'd like to drink beers, and and then he has some funny bits, but it's just Eddie Murphy is the prime example of the performance shit. Yeah, but there's always been this kind of comedian. They just always stayed at like a cult classic level of like a Kyle Kinane.
Yeah.
Kyle Kinane is exactly like Shane Gillis, but like a little bit more hipstery. And he has remained at like this like B level of comic for like 15 years.
I mean, I think Kyle Kinane is way funnier than Shane Gillis, but that's because I grew up a comedy nerd, and so
exactly.
of course I'm going to think that.
Yeah.
Bro, why would Şengün ever shoot a three?
I remember him in that first game.
Yeah, people lost their minds.
I do agree. Drewski isn't a stand-up though. Drewski is very funny. Sorry, what did you say, Nick?
I completely forgot. Oh, in the first game, Şengün went like 6 for 7 from 3, and everyone was like, "Oh, he's going to be an All NBA player."
I mean, if he could shoot fucking 40% from 3,
shooter, yeah, he'd be.
Yeah. He can't shoot 40% at the rim.
Yeah, true.
It is crazy how his touch just like disappeared.
Also, regardless of what happens in the rest of the Sixers series or mini-series, I still don't think our brains have adjusted to this era of basketball, like especially for the playoffs. It's kind of like every year at the trade deadline where I'm like, yeah, it might be a slow trade deadline. Like that just doesn't really exist anymore.
No.
Like the potential for close game and comebacks and upsets is just at an all-time high for playoff basketball.
I also think that, like, I've seen my favorite comedian is Doc Rivers Cook. Like I saw a tweet that was like the superstars of the 2020.
Sorry, this is the Gabriel Iglesias one. Here
the superstars of
the worst comedian of all time. Anyway,
are so underwhelming compared to their predecessors. Like Jokic is supposed to be the best player of the decade. He's just getting slutted out.
Yeah,
I don't completely disagree, but I do think it's also that there's just so many more competent GMs.
Definitely, and also GMs that understand what works in the play. Like, once again, I'm still upset over the Jared McCain trade because I don't think if you have a valuable guy who could be a good rotation player in the regular season on a rookie contract, you shouldn't trade him for a late first-round pick. It's stupid process, but there's definitely a good chance that Jared gets played off the court in playoff series.
There's just so much more rock, paper, scissors than there used to be.
Exactly.
Like the Knicks built their team to beat the Celtics, and the Wolves kind of built their team to beat Denver.
Yeah.
There's not going to be.
What kind of team would you build to beat the Pacers next year?
And they've made the CBA has made it so guys aren't changing teams as much.
Unfortunately, I think we're about to see another shift with Wemby.
You can't rely on his health.
I mean,
he might just be Embiid. He might be like Embiid in that like he just can't stay healthy for 2 months.
I don't know. Maybe, but we can't conclude that yet.
I mean,
sure, but also the evidence we have so far is that there's not a ton of like Wemby playing a lot. He played 20. He played at. They wanted to give him the MVP, and he had like a 2-month period where he was playing 22 minutes a game.
Every time.
I mean, look. All I'm saying is, from a fan of a contender, he's the only guy I'm scared of at all. Like
he's the monster.
It's just Wemby, and I think that like depending on how this and like the next 1 or 2 playoff series goes for Wemby, we might see GMs making insane decisions because it's like, well, the only thing that matters is building a team that can make it so Wemby isn't the game breaker that we all know he is. Right. And like whatever that looks like, if that's like, our whole team is set is 7-footers, I don't think that's going to work. If our whole team is like big wings who can defend and nothing else matters, like
I think the Jazz have been building with Wemby.
It's an interesting idea, but that's actually the one thing.
3 7-footers, a guard that can pull him out on the perimeter.
That gives me hope with Claxton, as much as I loathe him at this point. He's really fucking good at guarding Wemby. Like one of the best I've seen at doing it. And like every time he plays the Nets, he always ends up with good stats, but it's always of basically avoiding Claxton because he goes like 1 for 5 point guarded by him.
Well, Claxton really has to just play with another big because of the rebounding stuff.
But he's definitely going to have a place on a good team if he's one of the best guys in the NBA guarding the future best player in the NBA.
Yeah, definitely.
I give you Lou Dort and Aaron Wiggins and a future first. You give me Nick Claxton.
Bro, I would do that in a heartbeat. Nick Claxton is fucking terrible now.
Literally, and I don't want to play him except against the Spurs. He could sit on the bench behind Sorber.
It's genuinely like, well, he said back problems. He's not the athlete he used to be.
That sucks.
So he can't really finish like he used to. So he's so limited in other areas that
he makes what, $20 million a year?
Yeah, something like that. And I think he is a perfect center for the Warriors era, where like switching was so important.
Yeah.
And he's a 2010 center, not a 2020 center. Where rebounding is way more important now.
I will say
not as common as it used to be.
That's kind of how I feel about Bona too, where I'm like, Bona's obviously doesn't have the offensive juice that someone like Claxton or even like Clint Capella had. But anytime I watch Bona, I'm like, man, the switching is really good. The rim protection is really good. It's just like you were too early or you're too late.
Too late.
Yeah.
Dude, Reed is so little. It's crazy.
He looks like a child, dude.
I've said this before. I apologize if I've said this on a stream before, but it literally looks like when you're in like 6th grade and your one friend has to bring his little brother because his mom's like making him like that. He looks crazy. Like that on an NBA court.
It's
because
the
usually
guard era ended with a whimper, dude.
Usually when a guy as small as Reed, they're like a star initiator. Yeah. So I think that's why he feels like this specifically. Also, he's got the dumb little white kid haircut. Like he looks like a 12-year-old boy with his haircut.
Yep.
But the fact that he's often just standing to the side on offense,
dude,
I think adds to
the. Has Rui missed the shot? He's 5 for 5 and 3 for 3 from 3.
Playoff riser.
Yeah, the Rockets, unfortunately. Oh my god, dude.
This is like, because would Fertitta fire Stone? Like if they lose this in like 4 or 5.
Would like, Fertitta fire Stone?
He's still their owner, right?
I think he'd give him 1 more year, but he probably wouldn't extend his contract.
I think that and I think it'd be reasonable of him too. Like I would demand like serious change.
I mean, they probably will make a lot of trades in the summer, but like what are the moves to make?
I will say, I think Amen is a victim of his own success. Where I think this similar thing happened to Scotty Barnes, but he's a couple years behind. Where people were like, "Oh, this is Giannis," and then when they didn't become Giannis, people were like, "Well, that sucks." Yeah, and then because of Ben turning into such a shitter, people act like there's no middle ground. Yep. You're either Giannis or Ben Simmons. You'll be out of the NBA. Like
even though we have Aaron Gordon right there.
Exactly. Like I remember part of my.
Oh my god!
I think it was.
Dude, first off, insane dunk, but where the fuck did Luke Kennard come from, bro?
This is nuts.
Did JJ Redick just watch Luke Kennard and say, "You've always been this good, you just haven't gotten the opportunity"?
If I'm a Laker fan, I'm like, we need to sign every white shooter. Like, get Sam Merrill here yesterday.
Well, they already have Dalton Connect laying around somewhere.
Unlock him. Dude, that was nuts.
That was crazy.
So this is the thing that is insane. By the way, they were never trading for CJ McCollum. What's the trade for CJ McCollum?
Bill thinks that Fred VanVleet does not have a no trade clause.
He doesn't know that he doesn't have a no trade clause.
That's what it is.
Yeah. But the move for them was Kobe White, dude.
Yeah. Like, or Io, just like literally anyone.
Anyone who can handle the ball and shoot. I really do think Kobe would have made the biggest difference for them because they need Io would be a nice gap filler if they were all healthy.
But they need somebody more dynamic.
They need a dynamic offensive, like a shooter with motion. They need a guy who can handle the ball and get buckets occasionally. Cam Thomas.
Cam Thomas. Excuse me.
He wasn't released before. Remember, he can't play with the playoff team.
So
that tragedy. I was like, he just got cut by a team in 2 weeks.
There's no way they just cut. Like he must have done something.
100%.
There's no way it was just due to poor play. Like people were like, "Oh, like he
was leaking to Shams."
Yeah. KD on the Hornets in the Miles Bridges spot. No, fuck that. They go small. They go KD at the 5.
All right, Sixers game's coming back on.
Oh,
okay.
It usually has multi-view, but it doesn't have it on this, unfortunately. So I'll be. Actually, I'll throw.
Are the Lakers better without Luka Doncic? Many are saying.
Just like the Sixers are better without Joel Embiid.
Well, that's been established already.
Their record, if they won this game, their record in the playoffs without Joel would be spooky.
Yeah, dude,
well, they've already manufactured a wide open three. I don't think you have to worry about.
Just saying Kawhi for LaMelo swap. The people who want to trade LaMelo didn't watch the Hornets this year. They were not good without LaMelo. The guy to trade is Brandon Miller. It's pretty obvious to me.
Oh
no, I totally agree.
Because Khan still has 3 years left on the rookie deal.
But you just talked about. I mean, the difference is that he isn't going to get like a medium-sized contract. He's going to get a massive.
Miller.
God, dude, that's. I think that's our 4th offensive rebound that led to an open 3. It is just unbelievable how often this happens for the Sixers. Miller's going to get a max though. Is the problem?
Yeah, which I would not want to give him. Like he's talented, but like he's like rough around the edges is what I would say.
I was gonna say you just talked about the importance of having these wings in the playoffs, but when you give them a max, it's just like so hard.
And are they going to be able to get away with not giving him the max?
I don't think he gets a max. I think he would have got a max on the old CBA, but I bet he gets like 35, 40 million a year.
Sam Hauser shooting 50% from 3 in this series. By the way, Vooch starting the second half, just a notable thing. Kata not starting.
Is he hurt?
He got 3 fouls, and Vooch was just better. They were.
I really don't think Vooch has been as bad as
he hasn't been.
Like in the last Knicks Celtics game, he was good. The
reason why the Celtics are impossible to guard in the playoffs is because they have 5 shooters on the court at all times. I've been saying this. Like Kata is a really good player, but he's just not going to be as valuable as a spacing 5 in the playoffs who can run offense from the top of the key. That's why they're so hard to guard. Like, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown used to turn the ball over all the time in the playoffs, and suddenly they didn't.
Jesus, Paul.
Let's go. And it's like, yeah, because the lane is clear every time, dude. Yeah, they're demons when they can get downhill.
They have so many insane shooters. Like, they definitely got better as ball handlers, but it's definitely also
it's a combination of the two for sure. But it's also just makes it like they're extremely good one-on-one players.
Kelly, come on, Kelly.
That would have been so nice.
Momentum.
I really just don't think the Celtics have it this year. Like. But
who does in the East?
Yeah, that is part of the problem.
Like, okay, do the Knicks have it? Do the Pistons have it? Do the Hawks have it? Like, who are we talking about that has it? For winning the championship, I agree with you, but like, just there's been no one else in the East that has shown me. Even the Cavs, who their offense was incredible in the first 2 games, they just got fucking destroyed by the Raptors last night. Like.
Dude, I said this. I mean, I was surprised at that game, honestly. But I said before round 1 started, the Cavs are going to have the best net rating of any East team, any team besides OKC by far. And everyone's going to declare them the East favorite, and then they'll get bitched by the Pistons in round 2.
It could absolutely happen. Chiodo's been calling them the 2022 Sixers, and that's exactly what happened with the Sixers and the Heat in that second round because they were a 1 seed that no one believed in.
That was funny. I do like that team was
Eli Stowers. I don't know who that is.
That team was really no one believed in them at all, despite being the 1 seed, and then they were like a shot away from making the finals.
Oh God, we took a wide receiver masquerading as a tight end. Hate to hear that.
Howie does it again.
I mean, I don't like that. Okay, he's good.
I have no idea who that is, but I do. Howie is very much in the peak Warriors era of like he could draft.
He can do no wrong.
He could draft SH, and people would be like, "How did the league let the Eagles get this undrafted free agent?"
I will say, Lemon was. Oh no! God damn it!
My buddy who covers the draft for, or I don't know if he still does. He used to cover the draft for Bleeding Green Nation. Loved the Lemon pick and loves the Eli Stowers pick. Yeah.
I was gonna say, I was like, Ben the actor?
Yeah, that's my buddy. Yeah. We went to college
figured you live. Okay, nice.
Yeah. Ben the actor.
The Rockets have come back a bit. Oh wow, they're playing Dorian Finney-Smith.
Oh, come on, VJ.
I switched to Lakers Rockets, and Rui just looks like Kawhi Leonard.
Let's go. Amazing. It's a different Lakers role player every fucking game at this point. Too much catching and holding this game, dude.
Aaron Holiday. Yeah, so clearly Ime is trying to go more shooting because he has Finney-Smith and Aaron Holiday out there, who I'm not sure plays.
VJ! Now,
VJ.
he used up all of his fucking shots in the last game.
His aura is not helping him out tonight.
That corner shot's usually so good for him too.
Sorry, I know I'm watching the other game. Now that Marcus Smart doesn't play for a team I actively despise, I find his flopping hilarious.
Yeah, that was nice.
He's the worst I've ever seen. Like, it's not even close.
Oh, dude, he is like a performance artist.
Because he's like a role player who does it like without the ball.
It's so
whereas
funny.
Most of the flopping we're used to is like stars grifting for free throws.
Exactly.
Yeah, he is.
Smart is flopping as an off-ball defender. Like he's on another level of flopper that nobody else could even.
I mean, yeah, he's Lou's Dort. He's he's
where it went.
Lou.
By the way, Rui has 16 in the first quarter. Come on, Max.
Oh, Jesus. Maxi's back. He's so back.
We need him, dude. These second halves, we fucking needed him. Let's go. It's very funny because the analytical profile wouldn't suggest it at all because it's let's go, Bona! This Sixers series reminds me so far. I mean, that series went 7, so I'm not saying that this will also go 7, but that 2012 Sixers Celtics series when the Celtics were just like way better than us, but the Sixers kind of hung around and like never went away, and then they pushed it to 7, and then they lost the Uncut Gem series. That's what many people will know it as, the Elton Brand Uncut Gem series.
Reminds me more of Celtics Hawks from a couple years ago with Trey.
That's a good shout too.
Where
dude, that shot was one of the most I hate Trey, but that was one of the craziest aura shots I've ever seen.
Trey sucks so hard. He's terrible now.
And that was when the Celtics fans were like, we don't have it this year, but it didn't matter until the conference finals because the Sixers and the Heat the Heat almost choked after the Sixers choked.
I think I've said it for a while. The Knicks this year remind me of the 2023 Celtics. Where like if you just like stare at their like basketball reference page,
sure, right.
It's like
they're so good. How are they not good?
Third in offense, 7th in defense. They have all these good rotation players, but it's like you can literally like watch like 2 games. You're like, something is not right.
You're like, this team just gets absolutely blitzed. When you pointed out really early in the season after the Sixers played them, I don't even know if Embiid played in that game. They did win 1 with Embiid, but you pointed out early in the season, you were like, if another team has 3 guys who can handle the ball,
Knicks are fucked.
The Knicks are fucked. Like, they just don't have the perimeter defense or the comparative ball handling on the other side to match it.
They're such a bad ball handling team. It's crazy.
Oh, did the Eagles trade for Jonathan Grenard? Did they announce it? 2/3. Okay. Well, we've known about this in the Discord for a month and a half. Someone told us a month and a half ago this was happening. So I'm glad that all the people that I told in my life are going to be like, oh, you were right. Not me. It was Alex in the Discord.
That's why the Knicks fans, I knew Knicks fans who were like terrified of the Hornets.
They should have been. 4 years, $100 million.
NFL money has blown up so much because I remember like
it's fake money.
I know, but I remember like 2-3 years ago, if a guy got like $25 million a year, he was like an all-pro. And now guys I've never heard of are getting like $35 million a year. By
the way, put respect on Alex, and if you're in chat, come on stage so you can victory lap this. Because
Medical Boy
Alex has been getting his shit rocked in the Discord for getting some things wrong during the draft cycle, and he told this a month and a half, 2 months ago about this. Like it's been in the works for forever.
Did we talk about already? Did I miss talk about Nickeil Alexander-Walker winning Most Improved Player? Did I miss this?
I would have voted for Ryan Rollins, but I think that's fine. I prefer that to than Jalen Duren. Like those guys winning it are so boring.
I agree, but I also do just want to point out that it is almost always a guy on a good team that wins this award, which is why the Ryan Rollins just really didn't have a chance.
Yeah, I agree. But I almost wish there was a rule if you're still on your rookie deal, you can't win it. Because I feel like it's way more fun when, I'm sorry, the year Maxey won it. I know, you even said this. Okay, let's let Maxey win it and then change the award because it's fucking stupid.
Exactly.
That was everyone fucking knew that Maxey.
Kobe White should have won that year. Kobe White was dog shit his first 2 years in the NBA, and then he became good.
It's most improved. It's not most out of nowhere improved, but that's what it's supposed to be about.
I mean, between Shea and Nikhil,
Cade should win it 1 year, bro. Come on, last year I think.
Between Shea and Nikhil, one family running the table on awards that have very clear benchmarks.
It's actually kind of insane.
That are really good awards that everybody loves.
Like Clutch Player of the Year.
Like Clutch Player of the Year.
Going on his resume.
Improved.
Kato, what a bozo.
All right, let's tie this up.
It's very funny that the Knicks just match up super well with the Celtics, but could lose to a team that is less talented than them again.
And I know that the Sixers have even worse centers, so the Celtics bigs are better. You cannot convince me that a Kata Vooch center rotation can make the finals. You
it
can't.
Might in 2026 though. In this Eastern Conference,
they
haven't inspired a ton of confidence in me. I'm not. Don't get me wrong.
Kata in the last Knicks matchup scared the shit out of me. Towns and Brunson were making him look awful.
It's crazy that a team with Nikola Vucevic on it has a better defensive center rotation than the Denver Nuggets.
Tie game.
This is nuts. In my heart, I can't. The Celtics must lose. I feel that way every year, but especially in a year they literally dodge the tax.
It would be demonic. Let's go, Justin Edwards. He's literally our worst rebounder.
How many times has Trill said that in his life, do you think? Let's go, Justin Edwards.
No. Oh! Let's fucking go, Maxey!
Oh, my God.
Iverson.
Oh.
Wow.
Drummond giving the ref the death stare after the obvious foul.
It was a very obvious foul.
It would be so sick if this is the year that the Sixers make the conference finals.
Please don't say that.
Sorry.
Although people have pointed out the funniest possible.
They upset Boston and then lose a stupid round 2. Yeah, that's
to Atlanta. That's the funniest outcome.
But that already happened. We already had the Sixers get to play Atlanta in the second round.
But that's why it's funny, because you finally get the monkey off your back. And then you have the same exact thing happen to a team that's entirely different, but it's also losing to the Knicks wouldn't be funny because the Knicks are better than us.
Is the Thad Young Sixers beating the Bulls after Rose got injured? Is that the last Sixers playoff series win where they were underdogs?
We were underdogs? Yeah,
that's crazy. I mean, we
haven't been in the playoffs as underdogs since. We're almost always favorites.
I don't even know what the Nets won because they only won 2 playoff series in 20 years. They were favorite both of them. So, yeah, you'd probably have to go back to 2006. Yeah, I think they upset the Raptors, and it was Chris Bosh Raptors. Versus...
Yeah, you guys had Vince Carter on that team.
Yeah, but they were kind of washed by then. They only went 42 and 40.
Yeah, well, I think it was just before you guys traded Kenyon Martin.
No, I think Martin was gone already.
He was already on the Nuggets.
Dude, I always said that and the results would say that they kind of were right to let him walk, but they drafted him first overall, made the NBA Finals twice, and then let him go after his rookie deal. Can you imagine that happening now?
Well, they were also notoriously cheap.
No, I know, but just I can't even fathom that.
Sorry, my stream crashed.
Imagine the Thunder just let Chet walk. I mean, they won, so it's a little different.
I mean, it is truly
I can't even wrap my brain around it.
Wait, what? What are we reviewing here? Hold on.
I think Drummond pushed off or something.
Bozo. Yeah, Bozo.
I feel like I have 4 screens going. I feel like I've got.
Wow, Maxey finally missed a shot. Yeah, he pushed him. Very dumb. They're looking at a flagrant. Oh my god! Come on, dude.
That's not a flagrant.
Come on. That's not a flagrant.
If you're the Sixers,
it's the fucking playoffs.
You've now reached the point where I would argue if you're the Sixers, pretty much any game you're not getting blown out in is a must-win in this matchup.
Oh, but it's also a huge W.
like, if you lose this game by 4, the series is over. Like, I don't think it destroyed in game 4.
100%. I mean, they haven't really shot many threes in the second half, which they were making all. They weren't making all the threes. They were taking a ton, and they made a bunch in the first half.
They're playing ref ball out there.
I just don't trust the Celtics to like adjust in the playoffs. And in 2024, they were just so fucking good it didn't matter.
Wait, are you talking about runaway coach of the year, Joe Mazzulla?
Yeah, like I think Joe Mazzulla is clearly the best regular season coach in the NBA, but he is very rigid in these playoff games.
I mean, if you had the success that he had, would you not also be a little bit?
I guess.
I tend to think the best coaches are flexible, but a lot of the times, most coaches are stuck in their ways.
Yeah, but like to me, what makes a great coach is like guys who like adjust in playoff series. Like I've seen Steve Kerr do this. I've seen Ty Lue do this. Like
Rick Carlisle.
Yeah, like
unironically, Nick Nurse does it.
Like I think that making adjustments mid-playoff series that work are what make a great coach.
He got a technical foul for that?
Woke.
What happened to my league, dude?
Unbelievable, dude.
The BMM made the call.
Mm-hmm.
They said we need the ratings. They said that watch.
Yeah, they saw that it was about to be the corpse of the Sixers versus the Hawks, and they were like, we cannot have that.
They were like, nope. Stay tuned tomorrow for Knicks Hawks if you want to see a show.
Dude, that ref show in the last couple minutes, the refs tried for
yeah, and they hit some insane shots too.
I know those two.
That OG end of shot clock 3, I was like, you got to be kidding me, dude.
That was so satanic.
Chiodo texted and said, average. He said average Knicks playoff win because it was like they were down 18. They hit all these insane shots.
They showed a stat. There's been 8 playoff comebacks in the last 3 years, and at least 18, and they're responsible for half of them.
4 of them. One of them was in the Celtics series last year. I don't know if they had one in the Sixers series.
Celtics.
That's unbelievable.
The Celtics games 1 and game 2 are the exact same game. The Celtics were in control
the whole game,
and just completely shit themselves.
I mean, it's because they play at the mecca. It's because they play at the mecca of basketball. All right, basketball Allah is on their side.
Oh, because the Sharia law Knicks. With
Donnie. Yeah, of course.
What was that, Tatum? What? That's our ball.
That was off Kata. Come on.
Hold on. They're not arguing though. It might have hit off Drummond.
The fact that they're not arguing.
Yeah, they're not arguing.
Yeah.
The fans are arguing, but the players really are not.
Oh boy. Yeah. I mean, this team's flaw forever will. Let's go, Maxey. Oh, he just traveled. They didn't call the travel. Yeah. He traveled. It
was a ball to lie.
He thought Walsh was gonna.
Yeah, Walsh mogged him there.
Yeah, he thought he was gonna block him. Let's go.
Oh, Tatum kicked it. That's a kick. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, that's a kick. They're picking the pockets behind the dribblers. That's like 2 possessions in a row they did that.
This was a classic last year. If anyone remembers the Knicks-Celtics game when Sam was so mad at Tatum down the stretch of game 2, yes. But the game he tore his Achilles, that also happened. Yeah, and then he had
let's not pull up the clips from that game, actually.
That was
I definitely didn't say right after, oh, he's fine.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck, Edwards got blocked.
He got blocked? Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, what happened there?
Well, they know that's the only thing he can do.
I've gone back and watched Justin Edwards' high school highlights because I'm genuinely so curious.
He was the second option on his own high school.
As to how he was considered such a higher recruit.
You know, VJ and him played against each other, and VJ destroyed him.
Like, because I went and watched, and I was really not that impressed.
So someone explained it to me. I think he went to Emotep, if I remember correctly, and Emotep had some point guard who was like the lead on ball guy, and he would just always get Edwards wide open from 3.
But I remember watching it. It was just like him making shots.
Come on, Drummond.
Here we go. Oh yeah!
Let's go, Drum God. Give us one game.
He's so funny,
crowd must
dude.
be going nuts right now, dude.
God. Oh, he's so funny.
If the 2018 Cavs had LeBron, had Drummond in the corner instead of Kyle Korver, they would have won that game.
Harrison, he's not missing it like Harrison Barnes misses those shots.
Wow.
Drummond is so funny, man.
I gotta say, a house money series against a heated rival, way more fun than I ever anticipated.
Mm-hmm.
Until we lose in heartbreaking fashion.
I disagree. That Sixers 2023 was a miserable experience.
Yeah, that was a very unique scenario, though.
No, I know.
You traded away one of the best players of all time in the middle of the season.
For Mikal Bridges, who then got more first-round draft picks in his trade.
Actually, you traded 2 of the greatest players of all time that season. Because you waited to trade Kyrie.
And then everybody, they like pretended, like they panicked and tried to trade for Pascal. For like
that was so funny.
And it was like, guys, it's over. Like, we lost.
Yeah. Kyrie's gone. Kevin Durant is shortly after.
I remember Reed coming on the podcast and being like, well, maybe Cam Thomas with this streak will convince him that he can be like a Rob.
It's true.
Japanese soldier.
Yeah.
I think if Durant could do it over again, he would have just stayed, though. Because he's obviously not winning again. I think he really thought the Suns would be like a title contender.
Well, because we all got tricked by Devin Booker, by Chris Paul merchant Devin Booker.
Yeah, Booker is low-key Beal 2.0. Like he's slipped athletically. The Darko charts never lie, except the many times they do. But in this case, it's my agenda. So,
well, it's also funny because it's like every time someone like Beal, Booker, maybe Maxey in 6 years or 5 years, whatever. Every time they start to fall, it's like, well, they're just not a number one option. And it's like, all right, well, like, what team can they get to where they can make $60 million per year?
He's like a... Mm-hmm. He's on a supermax, right?
Yeah, he makes over $60 million per year.
Honestly, if I could get like a Jaren Jackson Jr. package for him this summer, I would do it.
They would never will, but you're correct.
But I feel like he's not even why they overachieved.
He's their guy, though.
And he has talked publicly about how he really wants to be
for
like
life.
a one-team guy.
Is Matt Ishbia going to have to take out his own mortgage in order to pay the Devin Booker contract?
Dude, they are genuinely out of money.
Yeah, it's very possible.
Who?
Matt Ishbia, is he going to have to take out his own mortgage to pay off the Devin Booker contract?
Yeah, he'll have
he's giving himself a mortgage. Yeah,
I really wanted the Rockets to trade for Durant and Booker, just create the biggest mega trade of all time. Would have been
so sick.
Also, they definitely hate each other. So
they do now, yeah. Unfortunately. So the thing with the book thing though is like okay, he would have been great. Like with like a prime Joel Embiid or Nikola Jokic. Good news, there's like 2 of those guys in the NBA. Like, I guess he could play with like a Sabonis type, but like, where is that team going?
Mm-hmm. Wow, Devin Booker and Domantas Sabonis pairing.
What a sad duo.
Did you guys see the Taylor Rooks celebration with the Hawks? That was so funny.
And Nick fans were so mad about it because they were like, everyone in the media hates us. Yeah, they love that's their favorite thing. And then somebody was a tweet was like, these guys really want people to be anti-Taylor Rooks. Good luck with that.
Exactly. She might have the highest approval rating of any person alive.
Yeah.
It is very funny to go back and watch Pacers Knicks Game 7 2 years ago, and
when everyone died.
The ESPN broadcast doesn't even acknowledge the team won the game. Like, it's just a funeral.
They were like the way this team fought despite all the injuries and and I was just like, this is crazy, dude.
It's like there is a team advancing today
to the conference finals.
And it was a team that hasn't been in the playoffs in like 4 years. Like
I was gonna say, the last time they had made the conference finals, Paul George was the best player. Remember OG hit the 2 threes at the beginning of that game, and everyone was like, "He's back." And then I can't wait
for him to go on a podcast in 10 years.
Oh, dude,
and say the drugs he was on that day,
dude.
Because like you can see it in his face. He like doesn't know where he is.
Yeah,
like it's crazy.
They gave me Percocet. That's OG Anunoby.
Genuinely,
on the podcast.
Holy shit! The Lakers are up by 13.
Wow,
it was 15. Marcus Smart, Jackson Hayes, perfect pick and roll lob.
Incredible.
The team doctors that let him try and play like genuinely should have been fired. Like it was. I'm telling you,
the Tibbs. Although I guess the Wolves overcame the Tibbs curse, but the Bulls certainly have not.
I went to a game that year during the regular season, and it was right after the OG trade, but OG was hurt, so the Knicks were running the funniest goddamn lineups ever. It was like Brunson, Malachi Flynn, Amazing. Josh Hart, Precious Achua, and Jericho Sims. And the Pacers had it was like Pascal's 5th game as a Pacer. And the Knicks stormed back and won.
Wow.
They just did what I said. I remember it was they went super small. It was like Brunson, Dante, Brunson, Dante, and I think then it was Hart, and then they went Precious, Hartenstein, double big, and just destroyed them on the boards. Absolutely. And Achua had 17 rebounds or something ridiculous.
Oubre down low on Keita.
No, get Drummond in. No, why Drummond would have locked Jaylen Brown up? Come on.
We all know and love.
You know when Bill does that thing after a guy with when there's a clutch 3, he's like, I did not think it was going in, Joe House. With Drummond, so I thought it was
going in every time. Every time I think it's going in, Joe House. It's also funny that House barely ever does NBA podcasts with him, although it's been much more common this season.
Yeah,
it's very funny that House doesn't do NBA podcasts with him that much, and he's always just the name that rolls off the tongue because it's just so catchy anytime he says it.
Well, House is also my favorite regular Bill.
Oh, he's so good, dude.
Because he calls Bill out on his shit, and I actually think he kind of knows some ball.
Yeah, no, he does. They have a great rapport,
and he's not a gambling. He's like a corporate lawyer or something. Joe House, I'm pretty sure
he is. He's a very successful corporate lawyer,
and then he just comes on Bill's podcast.
Oh my god,
what are we doing? Ref genocide.
That's supposed to be a jump ball, right?
At best, not a travel.
I mean, unless they're ruling it a block.
That's weak.
That's
shit.
Insane, dude.
That bench and that's such a tough swing.
Oh my god!
All right, Maxie, do not get a technical foul, bro.
Silver made the call.
We cannot afford that right now.
He wants his Celtics Knicks, and he wants it now.
Whoa!
That is horse shit. Oh my god.
Dude, I have Rockets on my phone, and they just don't make any shots.
The refs are fucking in the pocket.
The end of quarter swings have been absolutely killing the Sixers, dude. Wow, we just got lucky. Peyton Pritchard lost his handle there.
Oh
no!
That should be offensive foul. That was all Drummond's screen navigation.
4 on Keita.
Are you sure? Are you sure Keita foul trouble is a good thing, Joe? I'm being sincere.
A Vooch dagger 3 will be the death of me.
How the refs are handling Jaylen Brown this game is the biggest Boston scandal since Spotlight.
Spotlight?
Yeah. Wasn't Spotlight the fucking that movie?
No idea what you're talking about.
It was the Spotlight. Spotlight was the movie about the Boston Globe investigating the Catholic Church for all their sort of stuff.
That is a very niche reference. I've never heard of this before.
It won an Oscar, I think.
Yeah, I know what he's talking about. Now that he describes it,
I watched one about the Baltimore Archdiocese, however you say that. I'm not religious. Sorry.
Yeah, Spotlight won Best Picture.
There have been many scandals in Boston.
It had like Mark Ruffalo in it. I vaguely remember.
Many scandals related to Boston. Spygate, Deflategate, Casey Affleck existing.
Yeah. Elongate.
Told you it was going to be a Peyton Pritchard game.
There was always going to be a couple.
Yep.
Honestly, the fact that it's been a Pritchard game and they're still right there. Drummond, just shoot the three. No. Drummond, you should have just shot the three.
Yep. He wasn't open. I don't think he could have.
He's a movement shooter now. He doesn't need to be open.
Andre Drummond getting Luke Kennard allegations of he only shoots when he's wide open.
Back to the Lakers, get the JJ Whisperer. He's so good. He just turns into like Mike Muscala.
Good shit, Maxey.
Grimes was that should have been a foul on Grimes. Like that was pretty unfortunate.
Unfortunately, I feel like we're playing better than them and we're down 5.
Yeah,
not great.
This sort of reminds me of hate watching a Knicks playoff game.
Yeah.
Where like they deserve to lose, but they will win.
Yeah. Once again, the margins are for error is pretty massive for Boston and extremely thin for the Sixers.
I just don't think the Celtics have enough real guys because it's like they've.
Well, if Derek White
not for this series, I mean,
Derek White is just such a demon. That like in the series. What I'm saying is in the past he's been such a demon in big playoff moments that him shooting the way he has actually really hurt their half court offense.
Has he really been a play? Like I feel like
I remember the big shots in the Dallas series, game 3 in Dallas. He hit the game sealer. That was like no one could get a bucket, and he hit like a crazy long 3. He always hits like. He never hits
he makes the important ones, and then he finishes like 3 for 10.
What I was gonna say is like it's like so like if it's just like basically the offense is in mud, they can't really get a good shot. It's like a late shot clock, like near logo 3, and like it's always to put them up like 7.
Yeah,
it's never like when it's tied. It's always like to put them up a ton.
Like Tatum and Brown. And I will say that there is they definitely tell him to take a lot of he takes a lot of really tough threes.
Sure.
Like he's probably a better shooter than the percentage.
If he just stood in the corner and got relatively open threes.
Yeah, he could shoot like 42%.
He's 5 of 25 in this series from 3.
That's brutal.
He shot 32%.
But also kind of alarming because what if he makes 4 in the fourth quarter? Like,
he will one game.
But like, what if right now? I mean,
he was shooting 23% coming into this game. He shot 38 and 40 on the last 3 years in the playoffs. He shot 38, 40, 45 for them.
Jeez, that's crazy.
So over the course of 3 years, on nearly last 3 years in the playoffs, we're taking out the year that Sam always talks about.
Yeah. The only Derek White playoff moment I think of is his putback in the 2023 Heat series.
What about you? Don't remember the Dallas? The series is basically over, but it was Dallas's.
I don't know. I guess I just blocked that series out of my memory.
Yeah, it was such a bad series.
Like I remember the Tillman stretch, and I remember Pritchard's crazy shot. It was a pretty boring series.
It was. That was really the only contested game, and it was Game 3 in Dallas.
Yeah,
and the Celtics.
I do remember that.
Yeah. He averaged 19 and 9 last playoffs. Derek White.
The Spurs don't get nearly enough flack.
He shot 41% from 3. He was 3 for 7.3 attempts or 3 makes 7.5 attempts per game the last 3 years in the playoffs.
Okay, that's pretty certified him. I can't really argue with that.
And then this was the moment that everyone remembers.
That's what I think of. Is that
that's why when Celtics fans complain about Tatum getting hurt in that game 7 and them just having no shot in that game, I'm like,
that game 6 had a lot of stupid moments. Like Jimmy got fouled on a 3.
It did, but like that game 7 shouldn't have happened. Like that was like a grace of God. All right, I got to run to the bathroom real quick.
That 2023 that series was really really funny.
I'll be right back.
The most should have been an email finals of all time. That's very true. It was a total. I feel like we've been pretty lucky the last few years. We got a lot of good finals. Like the last year's was good, and the Suns Bucks series I thought was awesome. Mm-hmm. Warriors Celtics was awesome, I thought. And I guess Nuggets Heat was boring too. But I feel like we've gotten more good than bad in the last few years. But I agree with this. Like the way people talk about the Spurs front office is fucking insane.
Did they really do that?
What?
Did Bill and Zach really put?
Yeah, they always say like, oh, like the smartest teams, like the Celtics and the Thunder and the Spurs.
They need to stop talking to Kirk Goldsberry.
Yeah, like what if the Spurs used to be like that? That was like 15 years ago now, and it's they took Sohan and Primo in back-to-back lottery. Oh, Wemby officially out for Game 3.
The one pick you can give them credit for is the Castle pick, I think.
And
he was not the obvious fourth pick.
I don't know. Like he was kind of a lot of people's. No, that's a good pick. But like getting a good player with the 4th overall pick, as you fucking
no shit.
The only pick they had that was the Champagny signing was good. He got waived. I think he's the one that got cut by the Sixers. And but then they also had the Keldon Johnson is a great pick. He was like the 30th pick.
And it looked like a shit pick for a while. Like he was
fucking like Vooch. Yeah, he looked like an empty calories loser guy. But he's 2019 draft, which is a terrible draft, so he's a great pick. But that's like pre-COVID.
Yeah. They're like they're not an awful. I don't think the Spurs are an awful front office. They just feel like slightly above league average.
Dude,
they're not a awesome.
To me, the Sohan and Primo picks and back-to-back lotteries are so unfat. That's back-to-back lottery picks you waived. You forget salary dumped. They cut them before their rookie deals were up. Like how many lottery picks does that happen to? Like Kevin Knox got like 7 years in the NBA.
It's crazy.
Also, multiple Knicks fans on
the best moves that the Spurs front office has made is getting in on those.
Trade is obviously huge.
Yeah, but getting in on those little moves where they just get like a swap.
The wheels team.
Yeah, sure. Like they've been good at that. Like obviously Dillingham is more than that, but that's what it feels like. Like it's easy. The easiest shit is to be the we'll trade you this 7th overall pick for 2 firsts. Yeah.
Like, are the Nets geniuses for getting 5 firsts for McKay? Like, in a vacuum, obviously that's crazy value, but it's like that's the easiest thing to do is sell off first for picks.
Yeah.
You have to actually then draft good players and not a bunch of below the rim playmakers with no scoring gravity. God, I hate
Bona. Bona loves to go 1 from 2 in big situations. He's done it the whole season.
Well,
I am genuinely floored that the Rockets didn't come out like hair on fire, and
now they've quit on the season, dude.
I think so too. Like, I'm doing the Boss Baby meme, but it literally feels like that Nets Celtics series, like when the Nets lost the first 2 on the road, and they were like, "Well, we're done."
They called that a long 2 by Maxey. That looked like a clear 3.
Wait, how did I slander Anthony Black?
Whoa!
Because you said below the rim players.
Let's go!
Anthony Black's a good athlete.
VJ.
Anthony Black's a good athlete. Yeah, he's good. He can get up.
I think of him as like a defensive guy.
Yeah, I think that is I think that's what they were saying. I don't agree with it.
CMB is so good. I'm so mad that
what's going on with the Celtics offense, dude?
Bro, this happens like all. Oh, Pritchard, fuck. Yes. But VJ.
Travel.
Yeah. That was
classic rookie mistake in a big moment.
Yeah. But you saw exactly what he was going for.
Yep. No, I like the idea. Where push the pace as much as you can against a team that can defend in the half court.
It's disgusting. He's a Philadelphia 76er.
Well, Nick Claxton you can thank him for that.
Yeah, he should go to hell. Guess who the Rockets' leading scorer is?
Dorian Finney-Smith.
It's not that funny. It's pretty funny, but not that funny.
Is it Tari Eason?
No, closer though.
Hell of a play by Tatum. Damn.
It is Jabari Smith, who has 14 points. He has 4 or 5 from 3.
That's crazy, dude. Come on.
The Lakers are 8 for 13 on 3.
Maxey Warman. getting hot in the second half, dude. They absolutely needed this.
It's crazy how the Rockets had 3 years in a row of getting in the top four of the lottery. Four in a row, and the best player they got was Jabari Smith.
No, it's Ahmed by far.
Yeah, it's Ahmed.
Yeah, but I'm cooking though. But you have to let me cook and say it's Jabari.
Jabari's been better than I expected. He's just very overtasked. Like this year, I mean.
I think Jabari has played. There we go.
God.
Let's fucking go, Maxey.
I mean, from a fun factor, I mean, it just doesn't get much better than Maxey VJ.
Dude, come on, bro.
Yeah, VJ Max has aura.
Dude. Wow. VJ's 5 for 16 and he's a +6.
Wow.
New Drew just dropped.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I think. I think he's not the exact same, but he's going to be a lot like Drew. Where there's going to be 5 for 17 games that drive you a little nuts, but every coach will love him.
Exactly. Loose balls, deflections, fucking hustle plays, and then he'll have occasional games where we'll get on heaters. And...
So Lakers up 11 at half. Luke Kennard hit the rim on a 70-footer to end the half. He didn't make it, but
wow,
it was beyond half court, and he hit the rim.
Mm-hmm. Well, it was wide open. That's why he took it.
Exactly. He wouldn't have taken it if there was a defender.
Yeah. Somebody was in his face. He wouldn't have done it.
Tough read game. 3 for 11. Team worst -10. Oh no, the bench. Okogie is -13 in 4 minutes. Yikes.
I mean, dude, you cannot start that as your guys, but they also don't have any other options.
Oh no, given that Durant's out, they started the correct starting 5. I think.
What was their starting 5?
All the young core. It was Reed, Jabari, Tari, Ahmed, and Şengün.
Okay, no, that's right. I thought they started Okogie.
No, yeah, they have done that before, but and Ime said yesterday Reed's gonna play more than he did in game 2, which he already has. He's played 20 minutes. So.
Yeah.
Maybe he's just like, see, Stone, your guys fucking stink.
Yeah. He's literally doing that. He's doing the Steve Kerr thing.
All the starters played at least 19 minutes.
Well, I mean, it was so crazy when Stone was at the trade deadline, they didn't do anything, and he was like, "It's not our year." And I'm like, "It's not your year because you lost 32-year-old Fred VanVleet and 32-year-old Steven Adams?"
The Fred thing is Fred's on a max, great player. That's one thing.
Not max, but close to it. It's $30 million.
But the Şengün, the Steven Adams shit. Give me a fucking break, dude.
He plays 20 minutes a game.
He's your if your backup center is that important to what you're doing,
then your
core sucks.
And he was their whole offensive identity was and Steven Adams will get the offensive rebound.
How are we this far behind? We're all on the same.
I'm in the.
Is our stream lagging?
It's on Prime.
I mean, I'm fine. I don't want to be off. I want to all be on the same. Obviously.
I was behind earlier, but I don't really care. It's fine.
Who knows?
What is Bill crashing out about? I was surprised that Bill's takeaway from the last game was just brushing it off. And then every other game where a team he was like, the Raptors could win this series after they just won the third game. They were down 2-0. I'm not saying that he should have said the Sixers should win, but he was just like, this is whatever, it happens.
I mean, I will say, A, we've seen the Celtics do exactly what they just did in game 2 and then win game 3 and 4, no problem. Sure. And B,
I expected them to come out and just win.
I've been very, I would say of all of the underdogs to win a game, the Sixers felt the fakest.
Yeah, I guess if you consider the gap in the, because even in the Spurs game, Wemby got hurt, and the Blazers just hung that
game. They were up by 10 with 4 minutes to go.
The Blazers just hung.
I really think that I was surprised at the lack of panic about that choke because Wemby might miss both these games, and then they could easily be down 3-1.
Come on!
Oh, that's a travel. Oh, what a joke!
They called a foul.
Yeah.
Maxey getting into Bona.
Classic Bona.
Maxey's like, don't fuck this up for me.
He's like, come on, I'm aura farming right now.
Aura farming. You can't
he was going for the loose ball and lost his balance. That's a pretty weak call.
That's weak shit.
All right, Drummond's going to have to close the last 8 minutes here. This could be a roller coaster. Tatum's going to take a pull-up. No?
I love piss updates about slandering Sam and Trill. Let's fucking go, guys.
What did he say?
He said, Sam calling pianos a great bar is genuinely the most psycho fake New York thing the ball guys have ever said.
I told him I've only been.
Is VJ holding the Sixers back? Must have been after one of his dumb turnovers. Like maybe after the jump turnover. Like I
Ask him how much he's loving the Mikal Bridges experience. By the way, the thing about I've been to pianos one time in my life, and me and Lauren went to a burlesque show there like a decade ago. So I really do not know anything about that place. Sam was the one who said.
My favorite New York bar is the sports bar hole in the wall that gives half of our drinks for free.
What's that?
Oh, it's this place by Astor Place. It's called Standing. We're just good friends with the bartender there.
Oh, nice. I think I've been there. I actually think
it's like because so many sports bars in New York are like performative, and but Standings is like for autistic sports fans. So we like it there.
Come on! Oh my God, Maxi!
Drum God, there we go, baby.
Come on, Beach. No! Oh. BJ's 0 for 7 from 3. This is brutal.
Back, many are saying.
VJ's going to make a huge one with like 3 minutes left.
Yeah, I was going to say, VJ is in that Royce O'Neal group of I expect every big catch and shoot 3 to go in.
Yeah.
I didn't mean, you know, that's a compliment. Like Royce is a demon clutch shooter.
Sure. Oh!
Yeah, I think that was, yeah. Are they calling it
very close?
Or just a goaltend?
There's a goaltend.
I think they're just calling it a goaltend. Hold on, let's see.
That's weak.
Hold on, let's see.
And that's down, I
think. It might have been in the cylinder.
That was borderline.
They're not arguing it, so I assume then, yeah.
This Derek White shitter is a terrible look for Calculator Rat fan club.
Mm-hmm.
No!
Maxi, dude.
Oh, no.
Maxi and VJ joining the long lineage of Sixers stars to have a shitter moment against the Celtics in the playoffs. Welcome to the club.
VJ looks he
traveled
strength.
What was the travel
for his? He jumped and landed. Like he looks so skinny.
He does.
Like it's crazy how strong he is relative to how he looks. Is what
I know.
Like he looks like he should get pushed around, and he occasionally has moments like that. But
yeah,
he's very strong already. I really think the Sixers should run Maxi Drummond pick and pops. That's tough.
The problem is that he can't hit shots outside of the corner.
No, I know. I'm not being sincere. I want Andre Drummond involved as much as possible as like a neutral Sixers doesn't really care who wins.
There we go. Come on.
Hey, that was elite awareness to pass out of that.
Mm-hmm.
5, 4, 3, 2. No way. Oh. It looked online. Awesome. I was like, "Oh,
that's on Kelly, dude. Get fucking back." Not shocking, but a pretty brutal VJ fourth quarter. Like he's been pretty.
Yeah, and he's been great in the fourth quarter all season.
He's probably just kind of tired. Like,
yep. I mean,
how many games do they play at Baylor? Like 34, like whatever.
Yeah, he played like 37 or whatever in college.
40. And now this is like. I know he missed a little time, but he must have played 60 plus, right? And now,
by the way, I just want to say they asked me what the feel was for this game. I said I feel like the Celtics lead for most of the game, and then they pull away late. That was my prediction.
That's kind of been. I mean, the Sixers have taken a small lead a couple times, but that's exactly what it's been.
I've literally called every game of the series so far, and I said Embiid would be back for the next one.
Trill Stradamus is back.
Well. Famously, the streams Trill can, but then on the podcast, everything they say the opposite happens.
Exactly.
So please predict a Knicks, Celtics, both easily advance. Series is over.
Yeah, I gotta wait for the next. Hold on.
Dude, can you? I can't even imagine what Dolan might do if they lose in the first round. And it's crazy that this is all a ripple effect of Luka Garza going crazy versus the Magic in that game 82. That meant nothing to the Celtics.
Is Jalen Brunson on the table if they get eliminated in this first round?
For Giannis?
For anything.
Who's trading for Jalen Brunson? Because he does nothing for the Bucks. Why?
Because they don't have their picks and they just hired a coach that will help them kind of win and keep people's jobs.
I mean, that's the move. Like, it's not even a question.
He would be by far the best player available.
Okay,
but if you're the Bucks, because everyone can see the cliff for Brunson. So, do you really want to buy Carson Beck drafted? Let's go.
By who?
Cardinals. Who is their quote? Because
they don't have a quarterback.
What team is Kyler Murray on now? Is he on a team?
It's Gardner Minshew and Jacoby Brissett.
Is he just a free agent right now? I don't even know. Kyler Murray.
Unfortunately, I have to just go with my gut, and that people ask me my gut, and that was my gut. So,
somebody in the chat, what team is Kyler Murray on? I don't even know.
Kyler Murray is on the Vikings.
That's right. He could totally have a career resurgence. We've seen this so many times last few years, where these busts go to a second team. And I loved Kyler when he was young. I thought he was so fun to watch.
I'm hearing is
my football takes mean less than nothing. I don't pay attention. I don't know what's going on. I watch for fun with casual fan brain. And he was one of my 5 favorite quarterbacks to just watch. And he seemed good. And then he was just terrible overnight.
I think I know what the Jalen Brunson team is. Kings get the first overall pick and trade it to the Knicks for Jalen Brunson.
Too on the nose.
No, too on the nose.
AJ.
Well, we'll see.
Kyler flirting, Trey harassment.
I don't know. Isn't Kyler's PR really bad now?
Everyone hates Kyler.
They're kind of both harassment now.
Well, also, I do just want to point out
my floating harassment that I've said on Twitter and in the Discord is flirting Jalen Johnson, harassment Josh Giddey. They're the same guy. Everyone's oh, bro, what are you talking about? Jalen Johnson,
both suck in the half court.
He's such a good passer.
Positionally,
what is Jalen Johnson actually good at?
He's just kind of a well-rounded player. Good at transition.
The argument for him that's not, he gets a lot of points, rebounds, and assists, which is also what Josh Giddey does.
Occasionally, well, first off, I do think that it just hasn't mattered in the playoffs, though, is that the foul drawing feels different, but maybe it isn't. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong on that. Does Giddey get to the line a lot?
I have been disgust.
He doesn't really play defense though anymore.
He's a horrible defender.
His defense is up.
OG.
Yeah, I was gonna say his defense used to be good when he was more of a help.
Was it ever actually good? Or was it
it was better. It was better when he was projected to be a good defender, and I think that people.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, it is very similar to
play defense. Watch the games, bro. By the way, Jalen Johnson shoots one more free throw. He shoots 5 free throws a game. Giddey shoots 4.
Really? I feel like he shot more. Okay.
I do think there are when Jalen Johnson plays a bad team that just doesn't have somebody.
Man, we were up 1 and now they're on an 8-0 run. Brutal.
Not shocked. The Sixers will have one more fight left in them.
They always do.
Drum God dunk.
Good.
Elite take.
Out of foul. Let's go. Will, I think this is a great take. Jalen Johnson and Josh Giddey.
I have been
great stuff.
This guy saying he's way better on defense than Giddey. What do you that's purely reputation. Have you been watching this series?
He's been really bad on defense.
Awful. Truly awful.
Jalen Johnson has never been on the number 1 defense in the league, and Josh Giddey has. Just saying.
How am I more confident in an Andre Drummond corner 3 going in than a free throw?
There have been some college.
He missed both.
But they were both like soft misses. They were like, or at least
It's just the rollout.
They weren't blanks. They were like tough. They were tough misses. Yep. Not his fault. Sixers need to trade VJ and get Drummond some help.
If only the Sixers had a second scorer that they could pull off the bench.
Like Tobias Harris.
I was going to say Joel Embiid. But...
Here we go. Let's go!
We're back.
Once again, another corner three made. And how is that possible? How is that possible, dude?
God, he's so him.
Wow.
Whew.
Good pass, Maxey. Right in the pocket. Come on.
Oh my God. He's trying to aura farm.
Come on, Kelly.
God, Kelly. Oh. Wow. Kelly's been good in these playoffs. He's been good in this series, it feels like.
Kelly was amazing in the play, and he was awful in the first game of this series. And then he was great in the last game.
Okay, I'm back, sorry.
Well, it's very funny because Joe is famous for not calling timeouts and just letting like long runs go. Like he's just like figure it the fuck out. Udoka used to do the same thing, but in the playoffs, he's a little bit tighter with the timeouts. I also don't think Nurse's timeout and challenge management has been bad this year.
All right.
Like, I talked about if we did a draft of lower seeds that could make runs, the Hawks would have probably been the one team that we felt like we would have taken, but we thought their path was just too hard.
I didn't believe in them at all. Like I believe in them.
No, I'm not saying I picked them to lose in 5. Like I'm already wrong about them. But if you just think about like what those teams have looked like recently, they kind of come out of nowhere.
Yeah. No, I mean, compared to like the Raptors and the Blazers and the Suns,
Sixers. Yeah, the Sixers without Embiid.
Yeah, I definitely would pick them amongst that team. But the schedule they played was truly,
they were killing teams.
McCollum has gotten a ton of love and deservedly so. I have been because we've seen him take over a game 7 and win it. This Kuminga shit is way more insane to me.
Crazy,
because McCollum's always been a very good scorer. Yes. Oh, come on, Paul George.
We're never gonna get a rebound, dude. It's just the death. It will always be the death of this team.
Clip of you.
They're hitting a 3. I'm just telling you. They're hitting a 3.
I have that saved in my camera roll.
We're along 2.
At least it was only 2.
Yeah, I mean, once again, offensive rebounds to 3s in this game. I think they've hit 5.
This is why Elton had the vision, man. Like they need a 4 who can be a backup 5.
I know.
It's what every good team does for the most part. Chet, Evan Mobley, Aaron Gordon, Draymond Green is, of course, the most famous example. Like, there's just no backup center is playable in the higher play. Oh, that's a goaltend.
That's goaltend.
They might challenge that. That looked close.
The only backup big I can think of off the top of my head who's good is like Mitchell Robinson, who's like a starter caliber player.
Hold on,
but it's just so injury prone.
That's in the cylinder.
Yeah,
good shit.
You can't be.
It didn't look like it was in the cylinder in the moment. I was like, oh no.
Really impressive by Derek White though. Like from an athleticism perspective, that was nice. But it was
crazy.
Don't
come on. Oh, where Drummond?
That was Paul George, dude. Paul George should have fucking helped there. Paul George just fell asleep.
But Drummond, the help came way late. But but Drummond is not the number one. It was just a funny goaltend because the ball was already in.
Yeah.
Yeah, like what is Paul George doing? Like, does he think that Drummond is Gobert? Like, come on.
Bozo moves for Paul down the stretch of this game. Not boxing out.
I just saw Broom and I was like, oh, that's your third big.
Jesus Christ. What a waste of a fucking pick.
I love how mad that pick makes you. Like
it makes me so mad because it's like I just knew he was gonna suck.
I guess because he's old.
Talk myself into it.
Yeah, like if he was like 20, you could be like, oh, maybe in a year or two.
No, he is. It is jarring watching him against NBA players. It legitimately looks like a guy from your rec league.
I saw him play once. It was rough. He does.
Dude,
look
like it is crazy. Dude.
I forget who was the other team, but like I remember I saw him play NBA minutes one time.
Well, it's very funny only due to the fact that once again it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things, but it is like when we were sitting there, we were like they should use seconds to trade up because the Magic traded up to get Penda, and the Suns traded up to get. Rasheer Fleming, and both of those guys are very clearly going to be at least like fringe rotation guys, if not actual rotation guys. And we were like, get any of those or Kalkbrenner. And instead they waited, and then they took the guy who was just instantly not an NBA player.
They should have taken Maxime.
We were on the I didn't like Maxine. I admittedly was like lower on him.
I think he's kind of fake.
I do too.
Worst center I've ever seen.
But his offense is very legit, but yeah, the defense is brutal.
Perfect backup for Sabonis.
Jalen kind of has him. Oof. Dunk. Bang.
I can't believe that wasn't a travel, dude.
Yeah, that felt like it might have been.
Anytime PG has the ball in the clutch, I get super nervous.
I mean, I guess Max, but Maxey, I feel like is so. What?
Wow!
What a late whistle!
They called that after he missed the shot.
That was such.
I mean, it is a textbook rule book foul, but come on, dude.
Rule of cool.
It's the playoffs. Come on.
That was definitely a travel by Paul George. He 100% just got away with it.
Earlier when you said,
oh no, he might got rid of it before the third step. Planted and then 1-2.
Drummond is so old, dude. Like he was 2012 draft, right?
Yeah, he was the 2012 draft.
So
but he's always younger.
I know he's like extremely young for his draft
32,
year,
I think.
So this
is
his 14th NBA season.
Yeah, and Duncan Robinson and him are now the same age because Duncan Robinson's birthday was yesterday.
That's just so many miles.
Yep.
For a big guy.
The stumble step.
Yes.
There we go.
See, I feel like if I was a Sixers fan, I would want Paul George to have the ball and have Maxey come like off of a down or something.
That's I feel like what they're doing right here.
I feel like Maxey is terrible when you just give, not terrible, but like relatively, when you just give him the ball and say, go create something out of nothing.
I agree.
Dunk, bang.
Let's go!
See, I shouldn't have doubted Drummond's aura. You know, his gravity as a roller is just
PG pick and roll.
They can't defend the PG Drummond pick and roll.
So this is what I mean, man. Like, good, but that was smart to leave Vooch. If you, fuck.
Yep, knew that was going in. He doesn't miss those shots in the clutch against us.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man,
that was also like a wide open. Like,
yep, it is what it is.
Tatum is a demon at the easy threes. I will say. Let's go. Like I know I was making fun of him earlier. Like he honestly kind of tanks his three because he takes so many hard threes.
Yep.
But like when he gets good looks, it's just not often enough. But he's kind of cash at the easier threes. Bro, Vooch does not want to have the ball. They should
don't leave Peyton Pritchard alone in the corner because I fear a Peyton Pritchard 3 very badly.
Is Tatum going to do his sidestep? Oh, no! Kelly, no! Fuck.
What did I just say? What did I just say, bro? What did I literally just say?
Kelly,
God damn.
Dude, he didn't have time to drive. Like, he had to do it.
Yep. Clip that. And one?
Ooh.
Also a classic, he missed, so now I have to call the foul.
Mm-hmm. Damn it. This would have been such a great fucking steal.
This feels like the end of the series, Trill.
Yeah, it is. They had to win this one if they wanted to hang. Brutal. Knew it was going to happen, though. I told you it was a Peyton Pritchard game, and I told you that he was going to make that 3.
Kind of a Jalen diaper mode game. He has 6 turnovers. Yep. Although Jalen is a +10, every other Celtic starter is a negative ±.
Brutal.
They should retroactively give that
it's
guy
kind
the
of crazy that
MVP.
they closed with Drummond. But Bona is a +14. Drummond is a -19.
Bona can't defensive rebound, and he can't stop fouling. Like he has 5 fouls.
But then if he fouls out, just put Drummond. Like it's the fourth.
We're not winning. We're not winning this game. No matter who's out there. They'll probably put him in now, but like brutal, absolutely brutal. Yeah, Quentin Grimes has just been a complete nothing in this series. Except
what
last
is
game
happen with him in the offseason with Grimes? What's going to happen with him?
He's a Laker. He's such a Laker.
He's such a Laker, but it drives me so fucking insane. It drives me so insane because
I kind of want the Nets to sign him.
We need a guy to trade. We don't ever have tradable salary. And you need Grimes and Oubre on movable deals to make trades, and they just don't do it.
I agree with Stro, but I kind of want the Nets to sign him, assuming that like you just have to go above the MLE. So like, what's the MLE? The MLE is like 15, right?
Yeah.
So if you're like, here's 3 for 51, or I don't know, even front load it, call it 2 for 40 with a third-year team option. This
is very obviously not a foul, by the way.
I just feel like
it's going to get overturned.
I just feel like with like Grimes with Jordy is a demon. Like, he's a shooter with like a little bit of ability to handle the ball. Like Jordy has made literally that guy look like an all-star 3 different times.
This is they're going to win this challenge and it ends the game.
Did they? I have it on mute, so I don't know what the ref is saying.
He doesn't jump vertical. I mean, we got lucky there.
I think he got his knee up.
Are we staying for the Rockets game?
I'll stay for it's in the third quarter. I'll stay for that.
Yeah, good.
I don't know if I can.
I'm gonna watch, so I don't care.
Yeah.
I think this might be my first. This is my first stream in a long time. Much more of a laxed feel.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, I never expected the Sixers to have a chance to be 2-1 in this series.
So. I think that if I'm being honest, I also thought that we would have been watching Rockets Lakers by now because this game was so competitive.
Same. Yeah, you have to win a game like this if you want to have any chance in the series. So yeah, I wouldn't be shocked if we lose.
I think if you're the Sixers, you have to win every game like this. Like you,
of course, yeah.
Like you have to do this Miami Heat style where you win in 7 and the point differential is like -80.
Yeah, this is where the execution down the stretch of games all season has just been VJ make a big 3, and if you don't, we're kind of fucked. Like eventually, you're going to run into a team that has a late game plan and offense, and even if the Celtics offense is kind of dog shit for half the game, doesn't matter.
Bona's back, by the way.
Yeah, I mean it's basically we have to get stops. So Bona is better on defense.
Honestly, Bona's so athletic, and the Sixers are so bad on the boards. If I needed a stop, I would consider having both of the centers out there.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Just put Bona on a wing. I think crazier shit has happened.
Over like Kelly?
Is Tatum about to hit this in his eye, dude?
This Tatum dagger is going to be tough.
No, not a Vooch dagger! He didn't get the board. It's the rebounding, dude. It will always be the rebounding. No matter what. They can never rebound.
Oh my God.
Of course.
Jesus Christ.
Nobody takes advantage of a second chance like Tatum. Oh, Rockets came back.
Brutal.
Boy, oh boy.
The rebounding is just... How many offensive rebounds did the Celtics get? I'm going to say 15.
Yeah, it's probably something like that. The Celtics had...
Houston cut it to 3.
It exactly 15 offensive rebounds.
Yep.
Yeah,
got it in 1.
I'm going to switch to the other game.
Yeah.
Tough.
Absolutely brutal.
Evil wins in this world every time. What a shock.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, and they might even win the East because the East just looks like shit.
I do. Like, if you put a gun to my head and said pick a team to win the East, I would pick them, but I really don't feel good about it. And I guess the only reason I feel good about them because I still think I would favor the Knicks in a Celtics matchup, but there's like a 40% chance the Knicks don't even make it to the second round.
It's crazy.
Oof. Wow.
LeBron had an assist to Bronny in the first half. That was pretty cool.
That's nice of them.
It's so funny that Bronny is like actually playing.
It really is.
He has to. I mean, what's the alternatives? Like Dalton Connect, I guess. I'll stay, and then if somebody pulls away, then I'll probably leave.
Remember, as soon as Dalton Connect got drafted, that story came out that was like JJ is drawing up ATOs for Dalton Connect.
I remember he had like a good preseason game. People were like steal the draft.
All right. Yeah, well, he was incredible. That was one of the best preseason games I've ever seen from a play. He had like 30 in a 35 or something. No, it was an NBA Cup game that he had like 40.
Yeah, no, he had a few regular season. I have found it odd how he's fallen so far out.
It's crazy.
Like I've thought like if the Nets are gonna like get a second to take him, I was like, why the hell not? Amen's been pretty good this game. I've watched more than you guys, like, because there were times when I was getting bored and I switched to this game because I find this series so much more interesting. And the Amen's been kind of a demon this game.
I can't believe Daryl Morey just fucking did nothing at the trade deadline. He's such a fucking piece of shit. Literally one more normal rotation player and we could have fucking hung with the Celtics.
Come on, dude.
Daryl Morey doesn't know that this game is happening. He doesn't know the playoffs have started.
He's actually asleep right now.
Arabia, kind of a moron. Just did like a bunch of like it didn't end up costing them really, but just missed a couple of like he had Kennard was wide open in the corner. He just missed him, and then he just did multiple stupid shit on one play. So I guess Jabari and Amen have shown up in the "Are you a man or are you a mouse" game. Oh, Laravia. That was a real big L for me. I thought he was going to be kind of a demon for them. He's terrible.
Hold on. The Celtics made 23s and scored 106 points.
That's terrible.
They shot 44% from the field, dude. They were terrible inside the arc.
Demonic. Absolutely demonic.
Drummond rim protection.
I mean, the rebounding, like you can't win in the playoffs with this rebounding.
Trill,
you never will.
Trill,
I have the game on. Yeah.
Did you just see what Şengün just did?
No, hold on, I'll run.
Luke Kennard was on him, and he just shot a contested elbow jumper and
I just ran that back, and that was pathetic.
Oh my,
dude, what the fuck?
He just wants to kill this guy.
Oh, we traded up for an OT. Who do we get? I don't know any offensive tackles.
A guy who will be better than the Giants guy from the top 10.
We actually, weirdly enough, the only guy that we've gotten outside of the top of the draft that's a good tackle. Well, I guess there's really only 2 tackles at a time. So, but Andre Dillard was the last time we spent a lot of draft capital on someone, and he sucked.
Wait, I just realized Jeff Green is playing.
No way.
Let's fucking go.
Dude, isn't he like 39?
Laravia is the worst. Oh my god, dude. Watch that play back.
He's 39 years old.
Jeff Green is the best player on the Rockets who was also a Seattle Supersonic.
Markel Bell.
Watch, how does Laravia not get like what is he doing? Just pick up the ball.
from the Miami. Nice.
Amen has realized that Jackson Hayes and Ayton are both have no dog in them. So if they get a rebound, he can just take it from them.
I can't believe they had a chance to win that fucking game.
There we go, Amen. Nice.
Sixers winning the next game. It's going to be 2-2 going back to Boston.
I mean, if
Japanese
they win if they win the next game, it will only be if Joel comes.
Dude, I cannot believe
their center play is just not good enough to.
I genuinely forgot he was still on their team. This is like if the Heat threw Haslam out there.
It's crazy. It's legitimately insane.
This series is so stupid. I love it. Amen's been really fucking good.
Did Ime tell Jeff Green before this game that he was going to
he might play?
Yeah.
He must have.
That'd be so funny if he was like, just completely didn't let him know. Was just like, Jeff, you're playing now. He's like, what the fuck? He's asleep on the bench.
Rui, what a demon.
Rui, wow.
He just missed a wide open one earlier, but he's not going to miss 2 minutes. That was an open shot.
Mm-hmm.
Can we trade the 22nd pick in the draft? 22nd pick in the draft and both the Clippers picks to move up and get Hans Steinbeck so we never give up an offensive rebound again.
You really like that guy. I feel like you're the only person I know who has a strong feeling about him.
I think he's good.
He reminds me of John Collins a bit.
He's the Washington guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like a slow, he's a white guy who scores and rebounds, and he's bad on defense, but he's kind of he's not slow.
He's a demon, dude. He's a demon on the glass. He's literally
he's athletic, but doesn't move well laterally.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, a white dude who's bad on defense?
No, I know, but he's not a slow lumbering big.
I know a GM who loves a white guy who's bad on defense.
You don't have white guys who are bad on defense, other than I guess Topic,
Giddy, Poku.
I love that they literally just used a top 20 pick to be like, okay, here is our guy for when we need to lose games the next 2 years.
Steinbeck averaged 4 offensive rebounds and 7.6 defensive rebounds, 12 a game on the whole.
Jeff Green and Kevin Durant were teammates when George Bush was president.
Mm-hmm.
This.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane.
Hold on. Let me look up one more thing.
The iPhone had just come out.
That's what I was just looking up because I know it came out in 2007.
Yeah, it was probably the same month.
It came out. So they got drafted before the iPhone came out, and then the iPhone came out late June. So a couple weeks after they got drafted, the iPhone came out.
Wow. Here's the thing. Defensive rebounding percentage for this guy, 25%. At playing as a 4 in college. 14% offensive rebounds, 20% total rebounding percentage. In conference play, he had a 28.5% defensive rebounding percentage. He did play center sometimes, though. And he played offensive rebounding. He had 15%. This guy, 22% rebounding percentage as a
I feel like you're just give me the best rebounder in the draft.
I literally am.
Walsh
guy sounds good.
I will say as much shit as Nick Nurse has gotten from Sixers fans, Raptors fans, kind of, I would say not anyone outside of that because they don't watch him on an every night basis.
His rep around the league is good.
We're competing with the much better team.
I remember
this is not the coach's fault, dude.
When Nick Nurse first got his first couple years, I was like, is this guy the best coach in the NBA?
It's unbelievable. He constantly has shitty teams competing against good teams in the playoffs.
I still kind of think he's a good. I'm sure he's a huge asshole who players don't really like. But
he's 100% a huge asshole. But he's very obviously.
So you kind of need what the Raptors had, where you had immediate success. So the guys knew okay, we'll put up with his crap because we know it works.
Right.
Nick Nurse needs to fix his rep with players.
Trill, highlight this last comment by Rusty. It's a mouthful, but people should see.
KD teaming with Jeff Green, unpopular 2-term Republican and received financial cuts. Yeah, seriously, the Strokes are in the zeitgeist of Gen Z.
Mm-hmm.
That the Strokes comeback has been so fucking funny to me because I've always loved the Strokes, but it's so funny to me because I can't think of any band who had their biggest album and their second biggest album 20 years apart.
Oh, that's a good question.
There's probably a comp for it. I'm trying to think, like...
Every time...
Closest would probably be the Clips.
I was about to say Clips was going to be the thing
But even the Clips, like... Hell Hath No Fury came out in, like... No. The first album... What's the name of the first album? Not Hell Hath No Fury, the one before that. Why am I blanking on their... Someone will say it. But that and then this new album is their second biggest. Like Hell Hath No Fury didn't have any huge hits. Oh, Green Day's a good call. American Idiot. Although American Idiot wasn't 20 years after their first album. That was like 15 years. Like 13 years.
I think that Shengun shot is like the first shot I've seen him make normally since like forever.
Yeah.
Dude, good for Jeff Green, man. What a king.
Have you not been on social media recently? Everyone's talking about the Strokes.
Smart is Satan. Jesus Christ. This series is like being played with like a greased court. Like every player's just.
Ooh, Tribe Called Quest is another. Good one.
You know how people love the no shitters test. There are so many shitters on the court right now. It is almost all shitters. Like, this is the Western Conference, dude. Like, what the hell happened to this league? This is supposed to be a league where we get conference finals caliber series in round 1.
The answer is Lord Willin by Clips. Yeah, that's Tribe Called Quest. I don't think that reunion album was as big as their first, or their two big ones, Midnight Marauders and The Low End Theory. Oof. But I love that album.
Good foul, Jeff.
This is a fucking crazy... This is legitimately insane that all these players are playing in a important...
One of these teams will win a playoff series in the West.
It's crazy.
Like, okay, so LeBron just came in for Vanderbilt, so that made it... Oh, no, Vanderbilt's still in. But Vanderbilt, Jackson Hayes, Aaron Holiday, Jeff Green... The average fan has no idea if A, these guys exist, but B, if they're even in the league. Are they going to review this for a flagrant? Because he kind of shoves his neck.
Jeff Green playing an NBA game for the first time in a calendar year and getting a flagrant foul rocks.
Drew Aller to the Steelers.
Horrible.
He's so bad.
He's fucking horrendous, dude. I legitimately, he took so much of my time. Like he's dog shit.
Like JJ sucked, but JJ was like a star compared to Drew Aller.
Yeah, JJ won games. Like
JJ was like infuriating, but like on like the you gotta have it, he pretty much always came through.
Yep.
And Aller was like the complete opposite. Aller was like the worst quarterback I've ever seen. And then Penn State would be down like 3 touchdowns with 2 minutes, and then he started balling out.
Chiodo tweeted an hour ago, I'm getting in a defensive stance and slapping the floor. And then he said they're going to need a maxi run, which they got. But it is brutal that the Sixers always seem to have stars who can like crush it in the middle of games. But when it comes down to like the clutch, like it's just like you need a better decision maker. Oh, man. I need to see Mateo's reaction to them getting Drew Aller.
Yeah, tell me what he says as long as it's we can.
Did it just happen?
We might have gotten spoiled.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Apologies to anyone watching the NFL draft and getting spoilers in the second round. They took him in the second round, or is it the third round?
I think it's the third round now.
Okay. I mean, that's where you take these kind of swings. Like, Aller sucks, and it's a waste of a pick. But
somebody said making Jeff Green defend a 3-on-1 fast break in 2026 should be classified as elder abuse.
What's really funny is they said, I think the role players aren't good enough for the team to not full commit to our engine. I felt like the role players were good in that game because my expectations are so low for the six. Like, we don't ever have good role players. So, like, anything positive from a role player, I'm like, this is a superstar role player.
Woo. The funniest shit about this Jeff Green thing is we're all like, oh my God, the oldest man to ever live. And LeBron has been in the NBA 4 more years than Jeff Green.
He's much older.
He's only 2 years. He's only 2 years older because Jeff Green was a
Georgetown. I just want to point this out. This
LeBron!
This is not true. The Jimmy Butler move is infinitely worse because we didn't know that Fultz was the consensus pick over Tatum. Like,
I mean,
I'm not going to say this a million times because I feel like I'm going to go insane. There was no one other than literally like very niche people saying you should take Tatum over Fultz.
Oh, Trill,
the Celtics traded down and took Tatum.
Trill, you think you're going to go insane. I was watching the best team ever assembled and then it just disappeared.
I know.
And no one knows what happened.
Yeah. Yeah. We never had a chance to draft Jason Tatum. Ever. They only did it because we agreed to draft Markelle Fultz. It wasn't possible.
I feel like the Rockets' young guys, for the most part, have stepped up.
Trading Jimmy Butler is always going to be the worst move ever. They had him on the team, and he was good enough to get to the finals, and they didn't. So,
like, back to this. Like,
sorry, I didn't mean to rant.
No, you're good. You're good.
No, I'm gonna add lead Dre.
Strong feelings.
It just drives me insane when people say it. It was impossible.
I'm watching this, and it feels like the Rockets' young guys have stepped up. Like, Amen's been way better. Şengün has 17 points on 50%. Jabari's made shots, and they're still losing. Like, Amen just made a jumper.
Yeah.
That's like witchcraft.
Let's see. He said, get yourself into it now.
Fuck you 3? Oh.
That would have been awesome.
This is another thing that drives me insane. They could have signed both.
Yeah, because they signed Horford to like a huge
exactly.
Deal. So they
signed both of them.
Dude, that 1926ers team was so funny from the outside.
They were horrible, dude.
Did they go like 30-2 at home or something?
They were the most dreadful watch I've ever had watching.
Like they never lost at home.
They were on pace to win 50 games, and I hated every second of it.
And I think, didn't they kind of start amazing and then like slow down as the year went on? Look it up. Josh Richardson on the Sixers was hilarious. That might be the all-time fake Miami Heat guy. Because Gabe Vincent, at least no one ever thought was anything more than like a decent bench guy. Whereas people were like, thought Josh Richardson could like be a star.
That was before people caught on to the Miami Heat thing.
That's also like, yeah, it was kind of ahead of its time.
When we got him, I was like, did we just get Drew Holiday? The way people talked about him.
Yeah. The 1926ers were 20-7.
At home?
No, to start the year. No, their home record was like fucking insane. I remember that. Let me look that up. The 1920 Nets, talk about a slog of a watch. Garrett Temple was the backup point guard for a while. Sam, were you a fan? Nick? Were you a fan of the 1920 Thunder? Was that like that was a weird year?
I started watching. I got into the NBA during the bubble. That was my first team.
Ah, so they're your lost your virginity to.
They're my lost my virginity.
That to me that's like the ultimate fan experience because they were literally. It was year one of a rebuild, and they almost won a playoff series.
Yeah, that's why I love Dort and will always love Dort because I liked basketball as a kid, but I was a college basketball guy, and then I watched this team, and I'm like, wait, that dude sucks. Why is he playing? Oh, he's a great defender. Okay, great.
Okay, Trill. Also, wait, hold on. Let me check one more thing. Because I want to be exact. Because the home road records in 1920 are a little fucked up because of the bubble.
Before we got in the bubble, I think we were 30-4 at home.
Oh, okay. So that's what it says you guys went, but I thought it wasn't counting.
I think we went 30 and no, because
it's not counting. It's counting. So according to this thing,
how many home losses did we have in the bubble?
At least 2.
Damn.
So they let me hold on. I'm looking it up right now because it's like 2 different pages. So this says they were 30-4 at home, but if you count these silly play-in games, there's 2 home losses there. So they went 2-2. So they were 28-2 at Wells Fargo Center that year. That's what it's called, right?
Yeah, at the time it was. So they were 28-2. And by the way, do you know how many games they had where they were losing to like the worst team in the NBA and they had to come back and win?
I remember back then they would lose a lot of stupid games to the Nets.
Yeah, they were.
You guys, actually, if I remember, that team was responsible for like the Nick Claxton breakout game. He was in the G League his whole rookie year, basically, but he made a 3. It was crazy. But he was like the 3rd string center, and I think Jared Allen got injured, so he became the backup center. He was cooking. God. It was like him and Wilson Chandler as the 4-5. It was
incredible. And then was that before we traded for? No, that was after we traded. We traded him to the Magic in the trade that got us.
There's been a lot of terrible role players who have played for both the Nets and Sixers.
Yeah, it's funny.
The Norvell Pell.
Oh God. The foul demon.
To answer this question in the comments, my thoughts on Demon Dennis Schroeder is he was robbed for 6th man of the year.
He was. I remember arguing that strongly at the time.
Who won?
I always Montrez, right?
Montrezl Harrell, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Reed, dude, you gotta make that. Oh, true. How could I forget Paul Millsap? Dude, Nets and Sixers legend.
Like everyone, when you think about Paul Millsap's career, you always think about him in that Nets and that Sixers.
All right, let me think. We had Demon Shake Milton for a while.
You did, but here I want to go back even further.
Okafor, my favorite.
No. We had Todd McCullough, which is before your time.
Yeah, I was gonna say I only can go back about a decade in terms of like knowing like bench guys and stuff.
Dikembe Mutombo famously played. For
that I know. Yeah,
Keith Van Horn,
legend.
Keith Van Horn. We took him. By the way, we took him with the 2nd pick of the draft. 1 pick ahead of Chauncey Billups.
Oof.
And I think it was Duncan.
Well, Billups was kind of a late bloomer.
Billups, he was. We would have traded him. I mean, the Celtics traded him his rookie year, or after his rookie year, I think.
Dude, Vando almost just made a good offensive play, but then he missed the layup. He made a really nice pass. Like
I have to change my internet over so I can charge my computer real quick. So hold on 1 second.
What? Sure. I just every time I look at the Lakers role players, I just cannot believe what's happening.
Yeah, I am. I mean, as a Thunder fan, I am kind of watching this series and salivating.
This is why I'm so confident that Thunder are going to win it all, because they are going to not break a sweat until the conference finals. And it's like, who would you say realistically can win the championship? Spurs, Thunder. Will be generous and say Nuggets.
Well, I think
Knicks and Celtics. Those 5.
Obviously, every team is dealing with injury stuff, et cetera, but like the J-Dub stuff, the J-Dub hamstring, it's like if he's not 100% or if he's not playing for a while and when he comes back from the hamstring, he doesn't look great, blah, blah, blah. Like the Thunder instantly become what I think are not the favorites.
I don't know, but then who is the favorite? The Spurs?
I think
Somebody
the Spurs,
has to be.
Yeah. I think it's the Spurs.
I just don't trust the non-Wemby guys really at all.
I mean, we'll see.
Dude, Ronnie is so bad. Like he was. Like, didn't people say he was like this good? He's getting cooked on defense.
His comp coming out of high school was Marcus Smart.
Yeah, like he's like I think it was just that his offense was so bad that people were like, well, his defense is not as bad.
He was a McDonald's All-American, like on merit.
Yeah, I think that injury must have messed him up. Like,
well, also he was a role player on his high school team. He was the 3rd best player on his own team, right?
I think so.
Yeah, and now he's the 3rd best player on the Lakers.
Just like Jace Richardson.
Let's see, high school. Let's see. He averaged 14, 5, and 2 his senior year. Hold on.
Oh, my friends are complaining about Pat McAfee, and this is how much of a football casual I am. I learned like 2 years ago that he played in the NFL. I thought he was just like a barstool bro.
He
I
basically
didn't even
is.
Know. Like I genuinely did not know he was a football player. Like
Yeah.
I thought he was just like another Dave Portnoy personality guy.
No, he was a punter.
No, I know, and I've seen the highlights. Like he would like tackle returners.
Mm-hmm. He was an aura punter.
Was Amari Bailey on his high school team? Isn't that because didn't Drake date Amari Bailey's mom? Yes, he did. Probably. That's 100% what happened.
Oh my gosh. Man, teen pregnancy.
Jabari's been good. I mean, I guess I'm just he's made his shots, I guess.
Hey, that's all you could ask for.
I mean,
make your shots, don't be a bozo, defend.
He's made 6 threes. Like,
I was gonna say he's been better than I expected this season.
I think his offense is underrated and his defense is overrated.
Yeah,
because he can like if you like give him the ball at the elbow with like a mismatch, like he can do stuff with that.
I do think he would cook with a coach like Will Hardy.
Yeah, like if you get or like Jordy, same idea. Like
yeah.
Oh, Will Hardy. Oh, all his playoff success. Yes, a great coach.
Horrible in Rapham, by the way. Coach Rapham.
Mm-hmm. That's so funny. Like, who does it say is the best coach ever? Skiles, right?
Yeah, Scott Skiles. Demon Scott Skiles. I can't even say it without laughing. No, this is a real thing. It says that Scott Skiles is better than Phil Jackson.
Couple of innovative geniuses.
Scott Skiles, and then Phil Jackson. Yeah, this is Drake rented out of Dodger Stadium for a date with Amari Bailey's mom. Pink Panthers posted about something about Drake's new album coming out, and I was like, this guy's the most shameless person who's ever lived. He will jump on any trend. It doesn't matter. He is literally just, yeah, whatever. You're popular.
He feels like AI generated these days.
The last 7 years, he's felt AI generated, dude.
Yeah, he felt AI generated before we were using the phrase. I think that Dominating is getting cooked this series.
Yeah,
it has felt like in this game, Şengün has had way more problems with.
I was going to say the first 2 games he was.
No, I said that wrong.
Yeah,
Şengün has been better versus Ayton than versus Hayes. Both of them are fucking terrible. He should be destroying both of them.
I think what the Lakers are learning right now is that Ayton at 1 was the right pick in the 2018 draft.
I remember people arguing that when the Suns made the finals, just because like they were like, well, they need the role player. Like you're the dumbest person alive. Mm-hmm. Like I guess if they won the championship, you could argue it, because like I guess that is ultimately the point. Mm-hmm. But it was the dumbest argument ever. Marcus Smart is killing clock up by 2 points with 8 minutes to go. Wow. He's such a little rat. That was like a solid 12 seconds. I think the Rockets are going to win this one.
Oh!
Reed and LeBron, the oldest versus the youngest person ever.
I wonder how this jump ball is going to go.
I don't know. LeBron could blow out his back trying to jump.
Nick, can you stop breathing heavily into the mic?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Of course I can.
You're just pull it away from your face a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of times I thought it was me. I didn't
realize
that was picture of Şengün and
You're good.
Reed's been good. Like, it feels like the Rockets should be up 10 plus. It feels like their guys have played pretty well. Tare, not really, but Jabari's been great. Amen's been great. Şengün's been pretty good. Reed's had some moments.
And they're down 2 to the Luka.
Yeah, like that's what I mean. Like those first 2 games, it felt like they were playing fucking horribly.
Take care, Kurt. Thanks for joining.
Oh
LeBron.
My God. Dude.
LeBron James. I'm talking about the man on the Lakers.
Dude, you know LeBron made his first All-NBA team when I was in preschool.
I've told this story many a times. People are probably sick of it. But my first ever draft W was telling my uncle that Darko Milicic sucks, and that you should draft Carmelo Anthony.
And I assume your entire opinion on that was this guy's forward and he's a loser.
No, it actually wasn't. I printed out his stats at school. Dude, people don't talk about this with Darko. He was not like Luka or Wemby. Like,
yeah, a lot of the Euro guys are like role players.
Dude, no, he played. Yeah. He averaged like 2 or 3 points a game his last year.
He was Noah Essengay before Noah Essengay.
He literally was like a fringe rotation guy.
Noah was the opposite of that. Noah played on a garbage league. And
he was like AJ Johnson.
Because I will say, I was really into Essengay, and then I found out that he played on the same league Pacome Dadier played on, and I was like, oh,
and Killian Hayes.
Mm-hmm.
But Killian, like, I still kind of saw the vision. He just didn't make any shots. Like, if the shots just like his defense and passing are legit.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, like he has real NBA skills.
Yeah, he's just horrible.
He just cannot score at all.
Yep.
Like I see why people thought so highly of Killian, whereas Dadier is one of the worst players I've ever seen.
Trill, do you think your Darko W is why now you're like, if I've never heard of a foreign player before the draft season starts?
Mostly, yes.
Then yeah, you're sailing off that and you're doing great with it. But
well, here's the thing: there's going to be someone that makes me look very stupid with that because we have gotten more late risers.
Yeah, like
recently.
Porzingis was kind of like that. I feel like Porzingis didn't have a lot.
No, he wasn't, because Porzingis could have went into the 2014 draft. Porzingis, people knew about him from the year before. Yeah, he was eligible for the 2014 draft, and one of the reasons why he didn't go for it was, one, that was a much stronger draft. 2014 was a much better class than 2015, and one of the things was he didn't want to play for the Sixers. He was like very anti. Him and his agent hated Sam Hinkie.
Porzingis is such a diva.
Yeah, so they forced him to the Knicks and told the Sixers not to draft him. They wouldn't work out. He wouldn't work out for them and stuff like that. It was like the Ace Bailey situation. Which honestly, if Porzingis had stayed healthy, he would have been like a fucking 10-time All-Star.
Mm-hmm.
He would have been like Chet before Chet.
I was gonna say, like, some of the stuff he was doing almost was like how Wemby makes you feel now.
Yeah.
Like he was 7'3" and like cooking guys off the dribble.
He was like a top 30 players rookie year last year.
Thank you. Yeah, like I remember he couldn't finish inside at all when he was young, but
I was gonna say I feel like the one of the more under discussed pretty good instantly guys in the NBA.
I don't know. He was supposed to be super raw, I remember, and then he was way better than he was supposed to.
He was like someone said that they saw him play in summer league and they were like, "This is the greatest summer league player I've ever seen."
Yeah, like he was really inefficient on like inside the arc back in the day. Yeah, his rookie year shot 44% on twos.
He came in second for Rookie of the Year, made the All-Star game his third year in the NBA, but he was like a demon on defense as a rookie.
I do remember his shot blocking being crazy. I honestly think we've had like he's like a fringe All-Star caliber guy when healthy, and I would say this is like a below average outcome for his career.
Yeah.
Look,
he was the unicorn, yeah. I'm trying to think, because like when I say that, Nick, like Cedric Howard kind of came out of nowhere. I would have got burnt if he were a foreign guy. Mm-hmm. Jalen Williams honestly did too. Like both of those guys were supposed to be like late first, early seconds, and rose up. I have tweets from before the 2022 draft about Jalen Williams like falling to the 20. I have tweets about him falling to the Sixers at like 23.
Yeah, he was supposed to be a late first guy, right?
He had a trust the process tattoo. I was like, we have to draft this guy.
Dude, the Rockets young guys are cooking.
The two guys I really wanted the Sixers to get in that draft were Tari and Jalen Williams, and they went like within the 10 picks that we picked, but significantly earlier for Jalen Williams.
Smart just bitched Reed. But Reed's been getting his stocks off. I don't know why. I would close with Hayes over Ayton, I think.
Well, yeah, I do just want to point out this comment right here. I think you guys need to read it. I mean, Ben Seraph would never dodge a draft, so.
No, he would not.
Wait, he did.
He would get an exemption.
I guess technically he did, yeah, in both cases.
Ben Seraph did his best to dodge the NBA draft, but Jordi Fernandez said no.
My screen just flickered, and I thought that was the end of my life. All right, for that comment.
Dude, the Reed defense thing is so funny because he genuinely is like a special help defender.
It's so funny.
And it's like the worst one-on-one guy of all time.
You just can't do anything with that, unfortunately.
Like
in a playoff setting. Oh,
that's cash. Yeah,
hey,
like that. Redick's furious. I don't know how he was.
He
so
should
open.
be. You should literally never allow that to happen.
Yeah, like he's not good inside the arc. You should run him off the line at all costs.
Yep.
I think the Rockets get this one because this is like your season on the line.
The do you have it in you? This is the do you have it in you game for the young guys fighting for their lives.
Amen did this in the Warriors series last year, Joe. I remember he was really bad the first couple games and then really picked it up as the series went along. He got 25, 10, and 4 with 6 stocks. Beast.
Mm-hmm.
What I mean, like people, like Amen was good last year, and then people projected this ridiculous improvement that was unfair expectations.
Yeah.
And now that he's like a top 40 player. Like he's better than the Knicks wings. I know Mikhail Stock's like I'd rather have him than OG.
Amen?
Yeah.
I don't know if I could get there just because the 3-pointer is so bad.
OG could not do. Amen's been the best player in this game.
Yeah, but I think that OG's floor is just a lot higher right now. I think for the future, probably you take Amen just because he's a lot younger and his athleticism is insane. But I think if you're trying to win a playoff
we made this exact trade on the draft stream in 2023. Do you remember that?
Yeah,
when I was
pick for yeah.
I traded Sam OG Anunoby for I can't even remember who the salary was, but I traded him for. It was OG I was the Raptors GM, and I traded for Amen.
Yeah,
Amen and Scotty would be a nasty defense.
The Blazers tried to trade the Shaedon Sharpe pick for OG, I know.
Yeah, and they didn't want it.
Which
and
was
then
correct.
If they didn't kind of fumble the OG trade afterwards, I mean, they had to give quickly a massive bag. RJ's been good in the playoffs.
Because it kind of feels like it worked out okay, but I don't know. Like and
then OG getting $40 million is the thing that it's
really the disaster is not only the Pirtle is the Pascal trade really, but the just everything with that Pirtle trade. Like
it's so bad.
A lot of Raptors fans I know at the time they were like 3 games under 500 and they wanted to blow it up right then and tank for Wemby. And they could have gotten like, I don't know, because not that many teams tanked. It was easier to tank that year than this year. Only like 4 teams tanked that year. So they could have had like the 5th best option.
I remember that being like, they should absolutely tank.
But
their ownership doesn't allow it.
But then they tanked the next year to try and keep their pick.
I know, but that God, it was so
and
dumb.
then didn't keep it.
And they were 1 pick away from keeping it, I think. I think they had a top 10 protection. They got, and it was the 9th pick that went.
No, the odds were bad. They had like a 20% chance of keeping it or something.
Oh, it was the 8th pick that the Rob Dillingham trade.
Yeah,
I always think
it was top 10 or something.
They would have drafted Edie too, by the way, if they were there, because he's Canadian.
Yeah. Would have been a good pick. Well, he's always hurt, but like in terms of the level of player he is.
Yeah, exactly. By the way, I just want to send this tweet in that I just sent. I think you'll have to open it on YouTube, but it's the Lemon who the Eagles just drafted, Mekhi Lemon, meeting Allen Iverson, and I'm like, Mekhi Lemon's got to be like, is this what it's like every night in Philadelphia? It's an insane playoff game, and I get to meet Allen Iverson.
What else did he do yesterday? His first day at Philadelphia, do you think? What are you taking Lemon to do?
He probably got a cheesesteak. Although,
how did he miss that? The ball was in the hoop.
That was crazy.
I don't know if I've ever seen a missed dunk like that.
Probably got a cheesesteak and just went to his hotel. Honestly, like maybe he went to like some like touristy things like the Liberty Bell or the Art Museum or something.
Because he didn't like look at the ball. It's in the hoop. Oh no, it's just a regular miss. I was mistaken. Okay, maybe Amin is Giannis. Maybe I lied. Although this is what I remember telling my friends who are gambling addicts, sometimes ask me for like NBA takes, and I was like, all of Amin Thompson's overs in this series, because the Lakers are just so small and unathletic. I thought he would just destroy, which he has this game.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. Yeah, those for like they played like they were drunk. The Rockets.
Oh yeah, they did get CMB because the Edie thing, obviously, not the Edie, the pick, whatever converted. They should have never done the Jakob trade in the first place, but that's besides the point.
No, because
they would have owed.
They got the CMB pick. I remember it because we were arguing they're tanking to try and keep their pick. They shouldn't be, because then they would have had to give up the pick in the CMB draft.
Yeah, I remember them saying
so they were clearly tanking. We were saying this is stupid.
Yeah.
Because give up the pick in the bad draft.
I do think it's very funny we could live in a universe where Dean on draft saves a major sports franchise by drafting Colin Murray Boyles.
Good
wow,
take, Şengün.
Yeah, nice.
This is LeBron's. Yeah, LeBron sees it slipping away. Honestly,
no.
Are you sure the Rockets aren't favored to win the series now? Because the Lakers are untalented.
Hold on. Got Demon Rui.
I just feel like the Lakers have to win the close games in this series.
Yeah.
It is crazy to be like Jackson Hayes is the starting center or the backup center for a team that is going to win a playoff series. That just doesn't feel right.
They're horrible. Is Jeff Green in the game again?
Come on.
Ime's a demon.
Is eBay challenging this?
He might be.
By the way,
I do have to log off, but
all right,
it's been fun screaming. Sixers and 7.
It's a pleasure.
I cannot believe that they hung with I'm usually really upset after those. I'm like, the fact that they've hung the way they have, I really can't even be mad after game one.
Mm-hmm. It's true. Sixers and 7.
Don't worry, I'll be curious when
game one was depressing as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Thunder in 16.
Felt inevitable.
Reed's efficiency is bad, but I feel like he's been pretty good.
I mean, did you see what Sam just posted? Not Sam Sheehan, Sam
the Knicks guy.
He said,
"No,
you said this before. Reed and Deuce McBride are just like the same player. They're just like bizarro versions of each other."
Reed's definitely faster Reed's definitely a better ball handler and worse on defense.
And Deuce McBride's like a demon on ball defender, right?
Yeah.
Or is he a good help defender?
Both, but he's just people were so mad at Mike Brown because McCollum was just shooting over him. He's just too short for a lot of guys. But he's definitely a better. He doesn't get. It's not like Reed, where it's just like Marcus Smart is not cooking Deuce McBride in the post.
No, definitely not. I mean, Reed is just half the size of it.
I still think Reed is going to be I think Reed could be like a DiVincenzo variant.
That's an interesting. Yeah, that's a
where
I mean, Dante's obviously a much better athlete, but I do think that Reed's.
He's bigger.
I think Dante's a pretty decent athlete.
Yeah, but so is Reed.
Dante definitely moves better, in my opinion.
Yeah, and he's bigger.
Yeah.
Dante's not big, but he just doesn't noticeably stick out as small like Reed does.
We got someone saying he's good point of attack. That's what I thought. About Deuce, I assume.
Yeah.
Oof. All right, 4-point game.
Oh, what does Rui do? Oh, he totally got away with it. Oh, that's terrible. Fuck Jackson Hayes.
Wow, they all just kind of gave up on the play.
Yeah, that was tough. I can't imagine Ayton doing that at all.
I'm not gonna lie. I have fallen victim to. All right, we'll let this play out. Wow,
dude, how do you fall for a Şengün pump fake? Just let him shoot it. He misses it almost every time.
Yeah, exactly.
Like at Jokic, like this series aside, he normally has kind of growth. Oh yeah, Unk still got it.
Smart, the greatest player of all time, and LeBron James.
Come on, Rob.
I'm shocked he hasn't shot them out of a game yet.
Game 4 is coming. Also, I think he's more self-aware now. You know, you're a buyout guy. Like...
Sure. Amen on Luke Kennard. No way. They called that same thing a foul in the Sixers game. Oh,
Luke Kennard.
Luke Kennard.
He's a mouse.
Yep, he is a mouse. Fake shooter.
That feels like the game, honestly. Like that was such
if he had made that, then the Lakers were winning.
That's what I mean. Like, yeah, and now I think the Rockets are going to win.
I love how coaches just walk on the floor.
This series has been funny from like a car crash standpoint. No thank you on overtime.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I am surprised at how much they're trusting Reed here, I will say.
I mean, once again, Udoka might just be sending a message.
Yeah, just be like, fine, Stone here. I mean, this has been better than the first 2 games, so.
That was a travel.
Oh, no.
Didn't call it.
I thought they were going to get the push. Great save by Jabari.
What was that, Şengün? Wow.
Dude, what are they doing?
This is gross hoops,
The
dude.
Lakers are just like not like trying. Like,
did they not get back on defense? Like, what the fuck was that?
It's the fucking playoffs, man. And the final minute of the playoffs. They're probably just so gassed. But like, why is Jackson Hayes gassed? He's just only been playing a couple minutes. Yeah, that Kennard 3 was the game. Like, watch them. Like, LeBron's 40. You know, he gets a pass. Like, what the fuck is Jackson Hayes doing?
Insane.
You could see Rui got back for the basically. And that was Şengün's right. It was totally a foul. Hold on. I'll be back I'll be back before the play starts again.
Word. All right, chat. Who's going to go? Yeah, they're going to probably go to Rui here. He's been the man tonight. Rui or Kennard. Let LeBron. What happened to Dorian Finney-Smith? I mean, Dorian Finney-Smith was...
just isn't making any shots.
Yeah, and he was a 2018 ass role player.
No, they definitely kind of needed him, though.
Yeah, I mean, they need someone who can hit corner threes and above the break threes. And yeah, just shoot threes on volume and stay on the floor.
They'll get the rebound. I do think he was pretty good for the Lakers last year, I thought, but I do kind of think he sucks now.
Yeah,
because he slipped a bit defensively,
and he got hurt.
Yeah,
and he had a knee injury or something.
Like when he was in Dallas, he was like a legit like all defense candidate, and now he's just, like,
he was like a fringe.
Now he's just like a good defender, which
exactly.
Considering how limited he is offensively, is a huge step off. Also,
Sam's home court disadvantage theory already at play here. The Sixers win that game in Boston.
I said this before this game. This Lakers Rocket series. It wouldn't shock me if this is that's the game.
LeBron, Dagger. What are you doing, dude?
He's exhausted.
Yep.
I guess it's not technically the game because LeBron could make a fuck you 3 here and then you're down 3.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Oh, that's it.
Wow.
Well, it makes the series way more fun.
Sure.
Oh, what are you doing? I mean, it probably won't matter.
I was about to close my screen.
But it's not going to matter because if there was like 5 more seconds left, that would be a catastrophe.
Yep.
But there's only a 1 second difference.
Now it's a foul. Now it's a foul game.
Yeah. But if there was literally like
he also has to make all 3 free throws for it to matter.
But dude, it's the little rat smart. He will.
What is he, like a 70% free throw shooter? 74?
Is he that? I would have guessed higher.
I think he's like 7. He might be one of those guys that's like weirdly. Hold on.
I'm just looking it up.
I'm gonna guess his career average is 76% for the line.
78%.
Okay, not far off.
And the last 5 years, he is 79%. Yeah, so he's like high 70s.
Well, they could try to press here, although the Rockets will just take a timeout.
But the Rockets don't have like great foul shooters. Like literally, if there was like 3 more seconds left, they could just play defense. Like,
it's going to be Jabari, Reed, Tari, Şengün, and
Amen will be out there. Amen is a better free throw shooter than you think. He's like 80%.
Oh yeah, he's having that year where
he's a way better shooter. He's way more touch than Asar. Which, if I remember correctly, pre-draft, the consensus was the opposite.
No. The consensus was that Asar was going to be able to shoot potentially because he got role player threes. Because Amen was the on-ball guy at OTA.
I remember that.
And he just didn't get the opportunity to shoot.
Obviously, they've proven me completely wrong. Just on principle, I was like, these guys suck. Like, they're 20-year-olds in like this fake league of high school kids.
The only reason I didn't think that they sucked was because we knew someone that worked for OTE, and he was like, they're going to be great.
But the sales pitch on them was terrible because nobody was ever like, they're going to be the best defenders in the NBA. Everyone was like, oh, no, man, like, the playmaking and the athleticism. It's like, it should have been all about defense, the sales pitch. Like,
but to be fair, like this was before everyone. 2023 was like we were still so shooting pilled. Like, even 3 years ago, it was like if you can't shoot, and yes, in the playoffs, it is obviously extremely important to be able to make open shots.
Fred looks kind of fat. I think it's just because of his build, but it's still funny. It's just not a good look for him. I think because I feel like Reed should be easy to trap, right? Like Reed is obviously who you want to have the ball.
Tiniest guy in the court.
And Aaron Holiday. That's what I think. Like the only guys you feel really comfortable having the ball here, if you're the Rockets, are really small. Like I think it would be really. I figured Aaron Holiday would be out there. They're sticking with their guys. See, but you can't just foul Reed. You got to trap.
I would absolutely trap with 2 guys here.
Oh shit!
Oh my god! No!
Oh my god! Oh!
No way! Holy fuck, dude!
Jordan misses that shot.
Still got it.
LeBron is going to be the most tired man to ever live. Dude, look at their faces. You got the I still think the Rockets got it though, because if this goes to overtime, the Lakers going to be fucking dead.
Yep.
But oh my god, what a nightmare.
The whole building has got to be like, are you kidding me?
Well, there's a lot of Laker fans there. But
Steven Adams is like, I know what the fuck's about to happen right now.
Yeah, he looks disgusted.
He's like, I can't wait to go back to New Zealand.
That is so bad.
Demonic, dude. Absolutely demonic.
That couple. That is. Oh my god! And the Rock. Oh, this is the Rockets' last time out. The Lakers still have one. Like, it's not inconceivable the Lakers get a shot off here, depending on what the Rockets do.
So, are you aware of John Clark, the Philly reporter, the guy who goes to the airport and just like they call him Airport Johnny because he just goes to the airport? So anytime someone gets traded to the Sixers or the Eagles or whatever, he just goes to the airport, and he's just like to interview them really quickly. And he apparently found the guy that the Eagles just traded for at the NFL draft.
That's crazy, man. What a sicko. Doing it for the love of the game.
Pervert, dude. They said they tracked him down in record time.
All right. You go to all right, amen.
That was close, dude.
No, but did they have one to give?
They must have. Yeah.
There's no, because they wouldn't have been so aggressive, right?
Oh, yeah. Wait, what?
Is it?
All right, they're in the bonus now. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so they did.
I mean, that would have been legitimately insane.
I don't know if you're the Lakers, like, and then you just go for the win.
I was gonna say, get in a free throw contest. Sengun about to hit some bullshit, dude.
Nope. Oh, they got the timeout. Oh
no.
This would be an all.
How much? I'm rewinding to see if they'll add any more time here.
It's gonna be like 1.2 or something. It's gonna be slightly more.
Yeah, it's 1.2. You're right. It's like 1.1, 1.2.
Dude.
My favorite kind of
I think you got to go lob to Jackson Hayes here.
So that's the thing is my favorite play on this is you fake that. And you get everyone crashing towards the basket, and then you just have like a shooter, like a really quick release shooter.
I think that was a foul. Laker whistle, baby. Oh no. No.
That's a flop.
Because Sengun it's really more
You're not getting that call in the playoffs.
Yeah, like if that ended the game, it would have sucked.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, I think I'd use LeBron and Hayes as decoy. Well, no, I think LeBron should inbound and then Hayes decoy and then like a Kennard pit like curl, something like that. Yeah. Rui also is not a terrible option because he can rise up and shoot over guys, whereas Kennard like kind of has to be open.
It's not like Kennard is a quick release shooter. Smart might be their quickest release shooter because he just throws it.
Smart, I bet, is the inbounder.
Smart's just like, he will be, for sure.
I think it's gonna, LeBron's gonna
one of my favorites is when everyone just forgets the inbounder and it's like 3 seconds left and you're just like 1, 2.
There's not enough time for that this time.
No.
But the announcer loves to say that.
Yeah,
I wish we had more time when the Lakers are down by 3 because I really wanted to be like, now you don't need a 3 here.
Like college.
My favorite shit announcers.
Seth Partnow had a bar about that. Okay, we'll talk about it afterwards.
Wait, who the fuck is that? Who is that? Is that Kobe Buff? Who is that Kobe Buff?
That's Kobe Buffkin. Or is that Nick Smith Jr.? I think it's Nick Smith Jr.
You're right.
Right. I was like, no, Kobe Buffkin isn't on the Lakers anymore.
Here we go. That's crazy.
This is insane, dude.
Imagine
Nick Smith Jr. game winner, please.
He's open.
No.
Oh! He had it.
Dude, I thought that was in.
That was online. It rimmed out. It was right on.
Wow. But Seth Partnow had a line about this, which I loved, which was
an OT, I think.
He said, if you're watching a college game and the announcer says they don't need a 3 here, they needed a 3 30 seconds ago.
Exactly.
Like the game is over.
A LeBron Stan account that I sometimes get retweets on my phone just said, that's not a regulation rim.
Yeah.
Because that's right on there, man. Like, I could never be a basketball player. Like, I'm killing myself on the spot after that. This is like
horrible.
Not even in the top 50 biggest shots of LeBron's career.
By the way, VJ is averaging almost 8 rebounds a game in the playoffs.
Yeah, he had 11 that one game, right?
He had 10 last game. He had 10 this game. He finished with 10, 10, and 5.
Ricky just tweets out, Reed Shepherd, number 3 pick. Wow, small fucking guard.
He hates them.
I know.
He hated the Reed pick because of it. I'm glad that he brought that up because the thing I was going to say when we were talking about it earlier is that I was like slightly like during the tournament I was like Acuff pilled. I was like, I don't give a fuck, dude. This guy's a baller. But the more we watch the playoffs, the more I'm like, yeah, you can't draft Acuff at the top.
Dude, what an all-time play by LeBron. That's steal.
Insane.
And then the tip to Kennard.
Absolutely.
I honestly feel bad for Sengun on that play.
Horrible.
That him trying to guard Kennard and LeBron.
Yeah.
Oh.
So by the way, my board, I just want to run down my board real quick because I'm basically schizophrenic when it comes to my board this year because I change it every fucking day. But my top 10 right now is Boozer, AJ, Caleb Wilson, Peterson. I have Wagler at 5, but that's flexible. I've become Mikal Brown pilled.
Cook. Those are the correct 5 and 6. I'm a Mikal Brown guy.
Then I have Steinbach 7. I have Mara 8. I have Philon 9, and I have Fleming's 10.
I could be talking tomorrow, like literally going 5.
I think he might. I think if the Clippers do pick there, then it's possible.
I also really like him for the Hawks. If they pick, they don't jump.
Yeah, make up for passing on Klingon.
But he's like a perfect backup to Okongwu, like a totally different style.
Yeah, Okongwu could probably play four with him.
I was gonna say you could probably play them together some too.
Yeah.
And like you start him as your backup, and if he's really good, maybe then Okongwu becomes your starting four. But the only thing about that is can Jalen Johnson really be a 3? It seems like a tough.
Yeah.
Super chat, bringing in those big bucks, baby.
Ooh, what do we get? How much?
It's $5.
$5. Let's go.
What team?
Serious question. What team is KD?
No one's.
I think it would be the Rockets, but if he does get traded, I think the teams that could possibly buy low on him. Miami is the first team that comes to my mind, just because if they miss
Hero and Amen Thompson reunited.
Yeah, exactly, something like that. I'm trying to think of who else. I mean, with the Clippers? I don't think the Clippers would.
I think the asset poor teams would all try. Like I think the Suns would. Oh no, the Suns you can't. But the Clippers would definitely try. And
Reed. That was terrible.
What a pass, though. I think that was off Şengün.
Yep. I'm trying to think of who else.
Are they saying foul? Jump? What the fuck?
Oh my God, Bucks would be really funny. But he turned down a trade. If he turned down a trade to the Wolves, he's not going to want to go to like a team.
Yeah, that's his original sin.
He's a dumbass.
That's clearly off Şengün's foot.
Could they have was Jaden McDaniels on the table in that trade or no? They said no.
I don't know because they
could have done Naz Reid. What would it have been? Naz Reid, Julius Randle.
I think it might maybe it must have been the Cat package. Randle, Dante, and like a first.
Yeah.
I remember when Cat, I remember thinking that when the Cat rumors were at their peak, like a Cat KD trade, when Durant was still in Phoenix, made a lot of sense.
Yeah. Yeah, he should have been give me to the Wolves.
I was like, who hangs up? Marcus Smart. Smart.
Yeah, the Lakers are winning this game.
I don't know, man. They're just,
Lakers are winning this game.
Do you really think LeBron has another 4 minutes of high intent? He looks exhausted, dude.
Also, thank you so much to RP for that, by the way. Super chat. Appreciate you. No taxes on tips.
Oh, you know what? My old friend from Michigan, she works at she's a waitress at a fancy restaurant, and she just the money's too good for her to stop being a waitress. And she
my mom's a waitress.
She Kevin Herter and his girlfriend go to her restaurant all the time. She's not a basketball fan, and she hates him because he's a terrible tipper. He tips
that's so funny.
10%. And
bro, you've made $80 million in your career.
And she'll literally text me can you explain to me why Kevin Herter sucks again?
I need to know.
Yeah, because I hate him.
That's so fucking funny.
If you ask her to name NBA players, she'll be like, okay, Cade Cunningham, that fucker Kevin Herter. And it's probably the only Piston she knows.
That's so fucking funny.
Okay, the Rockets, oh my God, man, this would be an all-time bad one.
Kawhi for KD challenge trade?
Why do the Rockets do that?
Because Kawhi's Kawhi.
But
I know he never plays.
KD.
True.
I think KD is.
Kawhi was better this year, but his body is I just don't trust it.
Dude, that's what's up. Şengün and Amen have both been incredible this game, and Reed's been pretty good. Jabari's been incredible too, and there's that's honestly almost more concerning than the first two games when they all played like shit.
Yep.
Why is Ayton out there? I feel like Hayes has clearly been better. That was a dead leg shot. What a rebound by Rui.
Wow. No way. That would have been a crazy sequence.
Overpassing.
Fuck recovery, you. Though. They're getting to that mid-range. Nope.
Nice take, Rui.
He said No size. I'm going to take that to the bucket.
That was a boomer's dream. I like how he didn't settle for the 3. Go to the basket.
Took it to the basket. Had the guard on you. Got the mismatch.
It's almost like, and I bet JJ's doing this. I bet JJ is telling them this. Like, give Şengün the switch, so we bait him into post, and then we just double him once he starts posting up.
Yep.
That is such a good rebound by Rui. I've always kind of liked it. Like he's obviously really overtaxed as like the only decent role player on the Lakers, but
he doesn't do role player things, but he's such a fake star that like when your guys are out, he's nice to scale up.
Like if you're just like a wing who could do some stuff on offense, like it's hard not to totally suck in the playoffs.
Absolutely.
That's tough. Oh, what a bounce.
Wow. Huge.
It's tied again, right?
Yep. No, it's a 2-point game.
Oh.
Lakers are up.
Oh, right, because Rui, right. Smart's doing this garbage again. JJ just told, they're literally discussing the play while the clock's winding. Are you do you think Tari is on the Rockets next year?
Yes.
And then they try to trade him later, probably.
Yep.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because
he might end up in a Quentin Grimes situation, to be honest.
Wouldn't be shocking. Good stop. It does. I do kind of feel like LeBron's got nothing left. I would just make him score.
Oh!
Oh!
I thought he was going to take that 3.
Me too.
Hell of a hands.
LeBron! Time out!
Even LeBron, dude, got someone to fall on him.
Dude, this is elder abuse.
This is crazy, man.
This is a man in his 40s.
Dude.
He's going to die.
All credit to LeBron, dude. This is a hell of a performance.
This reminds me of 2018 when he felt so old, and that was.
I said that. I was like, dude, he had a Unk Still Got It series 7 years or 8 years ago.
Presidential terms ago.
Crazy.
DeAndre Ayton, who has been on 3 teams and bought out, was in college.
Insane. I
think I really don't get why they're closing with Ayton though. Like I feel like Şengün's kind of pushed him around.
Just crazy. They have a much better team. Like their roster is just much better. But like, if the Mavericks pull together something over the next year or two with their roster and make it like passable around flag, the Rockets are going to be the 3rd team in Texas.
I think they've got so much more but Dallas has so long to go.
And the Rockets do have the picks.
Who are you confident is on the Mavs in 3 years besides Cooper? Well, Rockets have nobody like that.
I can't even say fucking Lively because Lively is. Yeah.
At least they didn't pay him. Like that would have been tough.
I mean, he's not even. He was 2023
this
draft.
This is his 3rd year, right? So he's extension eligible this summer, I think.
Yeah. They'll both wait on that.
People were saying he's better than Gobert after his rookie year. It was crazy.
That was insane.
Remember he was like talking shit on Gobert? He like went on a podcast tour.
The Lakers should try to trade for him.
I agree. Dude, what did Jabari just do? Did he like jumped too early? Did you see that?
Yeah. What the fuck?
And then like he had already did LeBron just fake him out on a jump ball? That is the ultimate Unk Still Got It. Trying to get LeBron on Reed. Give it back to him, yeah.
Marcus Smart offensive rebound.
Smart, what a nasty, and he's dead.
He does this like 5 times a game.
This is fair. He's always dead.
There's a VJ Edgecombe-esque play there. Marcus Smart.
This Lakers team is gonna now. I kind of feel like they have to win because they're so this has taken so much out of them physically.
Yeah,
they're all gonna miss Game 4 with an injury. They're just gonna let Bronny be the starting point guard in Game 4. It's like I remember the Warriors did that. Remember the Warriors Grizzlies series? It was 3-1 Warriors, and then Game 5 was in Memphis. Memphis got off to a good start, and they were just like, fuck this. And they gave up after like halfway through the second quarter. And they lost by like 50. They were just like, we'll win at home. 8, 17, 10, and 7 stocks for Smart. Thank God Sam has been asleep for 3 hours already.
Wow. Well, he might be up because it's Friday.
I feel like he'd be on, right?
I was gonna say I feel like he'd be asking to join the stage during this specifically. He wouldn't care about.
But it's
he
the
wouldn't
Lakers,
care about the
so
Celtics.
Like
no, he's still rooting heavily for Smart.
This is fair. The Rockets got to play.
He also doesn't hate LeBron, so
I know
he really just hates Luka, who's out.
Like without Luka and Reeves, like
they're a ragtag.
They're like a fun underdog.
Funny to say. Wow. That's a fucking foul on Smart, dude. Yeah, it's a technical foul. He smacked him. He flopped and he smacked him in the face.
So is that going to be a free throw and the ball for the Rockets?
Yes.
$10.
What?
This is a real question.
Do you guys think the T-Wolves are a Heat variant? They're constantly counted out and just win. Also picked up some YKB merch. Let's go. Thank you so much.
That honestly wasn't. Oh, Amen's flopped so hard.
Tatum's good Achilles. Goddamn.
I think the Wolves, they remind me a bit of the Knicks before they got Towns, but Edwards is a better defender than Brunson.
Yeah, that's a good comp.
Because it's just like, we're just going to beat the shit out of you. Dude, honestly, like,
although Anthony Edwards and Jimmy Butler, very different kind of players, but
they're both like playoff risers.
Playoff risers, yeah, exactly.
I'm really Timberwolves pilled. I thought
defense and athleticism is what they I
said before the series.
Yeah.
I think the Timberwolves are going to win? No, but I don't think they're being given enough of a they're like, people are treating them like they're the Suns or the Spurs or the
I was very wrong on this. And mainly because I was like, Anthony Edwards is just dead. Like I watched 2 games of his and I was like, he looks like a shell of himself.
And Jaden McDaniels talking that shit and then just like backing it up nuts on the table. He's one of my favorite players in the NBA now. I was honestly I was a skeptic of his like 3 years ago. He's fucking unbelievable.
He might be the new guy that comes up when we talk about like like no one could have ever seen this coming type
Dude,
thing.
He reminds me of Pascal in these games.
It's interesting
not quite the same, but just like a transition monster.
Yeah,
and just like the way they both like to pull up
super
at the elbow.
Long.
They're not really 3-point shooters, but they will take a few, and they feel like they make.
They don't get to the basket a ton, but when they do, they're pretty good at finishing around the basket.
More like the year the Raptors won the championship, Pascal.
Sure,
like Pacers Pascal.
Right. Yeah.
And
because now Pascal's just like Julius Randle with good defense, basically.
Like, I always kind of make fun of fans who are like, "Oh, I wouldn't trade insert role player here for insert star here." Dude, if I was
he's now reached that. He's now reached that.
I would probably be like, I'm not trading him for a guy who's about to tear his Achilles.
Dude, when they almost traded him for if the Bucks would have done that.
Yep. Yeah.
They correctly identified that he's got a little bit more juice. Now, he would not be doing this on a team where he's the best player, to be clear. But
like, I don't know. You get him with the right coach. Look what the Nets did with McHale.
Sure.
You don't think he could do that? I do.
Like, they'd be a fun young team, like Ryan Rollins, Jaden. I know Jaden's already like 25, but
yeah, wings keep getting better. That's true. But Siakam didn't really pass when he was younger. Like he kind of learned that.
Yep. And also, I just want to say, like, Siakam passes, but like, I feel like a lot of Siakam's passing is more like we're gonna run plays through him, like from the elbow, like from like making reads out of that, than like getting downhill and making like LeBron skip passes and stuff. Like,
all right, you kind of Reed's wide open. Oh,
missed it.
Dude, he's got another one.
Shoot it again.
It's like the Dante.
Oh,
the harder one. Dude, they don't have to foul.
The double foul.
Oh my God! Oh, Smart is such a wreck. Oh! Why did they foul? Teams do this all the time. It drives me up the fucking wall. They had like 5-second difference.
Just play defense.
The odds that you get a stop there and make a 3 in 5 seconds are way bigger than like the missing free throw game. I can't believe Smart didn't turn.
Siakam, I remember. I don't know if
Sam
one remembers
is going
this.
to orgasm after this game. How did he not turn this over?
The year the Raptors won the final, Siakam averaged
20. Okay,
3 assists a game, same as McDaniels.
McDaniels is at 3 this year. Yeah, like that's kind of how.
He was also terrible in the Sixers series that year. On offense, his defense was still demon.
I do remember people being like, "Are we sure the Raptors' best 5 has Siakam in it?" Because
Fred VanVleet and Siakam were legitimately unplayable on offense in that series.
The Ibaka Gasol shit was really good.
Yeah, it was. They killed us with that in Game 7.
I gotta see this shit.
They need it. This game's over.
Oh, okay, now it is. If that Şengün 3 went in, it was not. That is an all-time.
That being the shot is
25 seconds left.
Insane.
Or more.
Crazy.
What's crazy is they almost won in regulation. The LeBron 3 rimmed out. What's an all-timer? That's just as bad as the Knicks-Sixer game.
Quick plug. I will be back on Sunday for the night games. I have plans tomorrow and Sunday, but I'll be back Sunday night for Sixers Celtics Game 4. So
okay,
come back.
Probably not, but I enjoyed coming on the stream.
It was fun.
Thanks for having me.
You didn't even get to do your Mikal Bridges worst trade in the worst trade in the NBA.
I genuinely that was because that Kuzma stat line went viral last year, but everyone already knew Kuzma sucked by then.
Yeah,
that was a terrible Bucks team that got blown out in the first round. Dude, he had 0 points, 2 assists, 1 rebound, and 4 turnovers, and was a minus 26 in a 1-point game.
Absolutely crazy, dude. I can't remember a player having that bad of a someone who was previously thought to be a good player. Scoot's cooking again.
Does he have positive trade value?
No.
He has a 3-year deal at $38 million a year for age 31, 32, and 33.
No, it's neutral. It's like the
it's Drew, almost I guess.
I was gonna say yes.
Old Drew. Drew to the Blazers, where it's
current
take
Drew,
him for free.
Yeah.
So maybe you could get an expiring contract for him, but the Knicks are so expensive that wouldn't help them at all.
Yeah.
All right. JJ timeout.
Yeah, JJ's we're not fucking around. By the way,
at the end of regulation, I wouldn't either.
Well, the money won't work because Paul George is on a max, but if they had Paul George instead of Mikal Bridges, I'd like them more. He's a better ball handler, shoots more threes, and he's a good defender. Better defender.
Yeah, because Paul George is strong. Mikal, combo of not being that fast, so he can't really guard guys like Maxey, and the strength problem
is
tough. A killer. OG is too slow for that, but he's so strong.
Yeah.
So he can,
OG and PG are a little bit redundant, but PG's at least going to have a game where he causes 5 turnovers. And
PG is such a better ball handler than both of those guys.
That's the big difference, is that Paul George can actually run a pick and roll.
Yeah.
We had him do it. We got 3 good looks out of Paul George running pick and roll against the Celtics defense. The Celtics, admittedly, not as good as their previous defenses, but still a good defense.
The Mikal shit was so funny because this guy who mostly agrees with me on the net stuff, but pretends to be one of the Cam Thomas stands. His username's literally SexHaver7 or something, and he posted the Mikal net rating and per 75 stats with and without Spencer Dinwiddie. And I remember that whole season we were he sucks without Dinwiddie setting everything
up. He's a Spencer Dinwiddie merchant,
literally. And no, that's why Dinwiddie was so mad because he was dude, you're trying to make Mikal this franchise guy, and I'm the one making him look good, and then you're gonna bench me for fucking Cam Thomas, who sucks. Oh my gosh, they just started.
That's just running the clock out.
It doesn't matter. If it was a 3-point game, even if they make it, dude, this game won't end. I guarantee you, the Rockets make a 3 here with 1 second left,
and then they foul, and then they have a timeout.
Yeah. Well, are they using the last timeout here? Why would you?
Yeah, they are. Because Eve's an idiot.
But just
Ime.
You just gotta play through your head. The only scenario where you have a prayer is make a 3 instantly, foul, timeout.
LeBron called it out of bounds. I was why is it Rockets ball?
I thought it hit LeBron again. Yeah.
It did.
That guy's so lucky. LeBron's ass.
I mean, we are talking about a man who cheated on Nia Long, so he doesn't have the best decision making in big moments.
I gotta say, the Rockets do have some sick losses. I know I'm always the fan police. Only I get to bitch about how my team sucks. And they're always good, but they really do have a lot of gut-wrenching.
Also, me and Will were the only ones defending Spencer Dinwiddie until it was like way too late.
Dude,
I was like, the Sixers. We were both like, you should trade for Spencer Dinwiddie because he's going to be there's going to be a team where he's like a 6-man, and everyone's going to be like, man, he's going to have like a Dennis Schroeder season with the Pistons last year.
That's what I thought too. But then he was just done.
Then he's just athletically cooked.
Because he was such a rim pressure guy.
Yeah,
he was an asshole. But I like it was you kind of had to be a D'Lo guy or a Dinwiddie guy amongst the 12 Nets fans back then, and I was definitely a Dinwiddie guy.
He was one of my favorite, like in like 2018, being like, if you put the right team around, like a star in plain sight, potentially.
He scored 30 points in a game 7. Like he had a good career,
dude. He had his ISO and pick and roll stats for a role player were like insane.
He was always a crazy assist to turnover ratio guy too, but not in like the fake Tyus Jones, Monte Morris. Like he actually like took chances.
There it is.
An all-time bad loss. I guess it ultimately like this series doesn't really matter.
If I were a Rockets fan, I would be happy we lost that game. I would be like, get this series the fuck over with, and let's get to the goddamn fucking offseason.
Yeah, because I guess like, what's the best? Like and then you just get humiliated by the Thunder. Like, what's the point?
But also, like, you win this game, and you're just extending them potentially. Like, they're not winning this series. Like, they just clearly have shown.
Could have. I don't know.
Sure, I mean they would have had a better chance, obviously, but. Once again, like, the only reason I want the Sixers to extend the Celtics-Sixers series is because we'll get a chance to watch VJ and Maxey, and they hate their young guys right now. They're like pissed at all their young guys.
Yeah, but that feels like the young guys need the reps. Like,
sure,
Şengün not as much, but like Reed and Ahmed, I feel like need the on-ball reps.
Yep. All right.
Ahmed was fucking him tonight. Reed sort of sucked.
Yeah, Tari probably looked like he was about to cry because he's a dog and he wants it.
Reed 6 for 21 with 5 turnovers. That's tough.
Brutal.
That's what I mean. Like every podcaster's like, well, if they just played Reed Shepherd, he's Steph Curry, so that would solve everything. It's like, well, he was actually the worst.
Zach Lowe
starter.
Was very mad about that.
He was the only starter with a negative plus minus and had 5 turnovers and went 6 for 21. So
Tari went 2 of 8 from the field, 0 of 3 from 3, and finished with 4 steals and a +6.
Yeah, that's a demon. Reed is 12 for 45 from the field in this series.
He's just not athletic enough.
I think he's not athletic enough. Him having a bad first playoffs. Like,
no, to be an on-ball guy, I mean, like, I think that you, once again, like, the Deuce McBride thing is definitely, there's a pathway. The Dante DiVincenzo thing, there's a pathway. It does feel like he'll be extremely overwhelmed by athleticism.
LeBron is almost giggling. He can't believe they won that game.
Yeah, he's like, this is unreal.
This should count as a ring. Winning this, if they sweep a series with this supporting cast, I don't care who they're playing.
This is crazy. This is one of the craziest things to do at 41 years old. And the funny thing is, he's not even like LeBron. Like,
sometimes I watch LeBron highlights from like 2009, and it's like the other best players in this game, like, are not just retired. They've been out of the NBA for over a decade.
It's crazy.
So
LeBron actually had a kind of a classic LeBron stat line tonight. 29, 13, and 6. 3 steals. He did have 8 turnovers.
Doesn't count. That's fake. Fake news.
God damn, dude. Yeah. I mean, I want to know stats in this series before we get off here.
Like I said, 20 turnovers.
Brutal.
8 in 33 minutes, 2 points. It's tough.
All right, let's see. LeBron stats in this is the first time he's ever played the Rockets. So if I look up Rocket series, it will come up.
I go to StatMuse and do true shooting versus.
Okay. We're gonna do LeBron stats playoff 2026 because StatMuse will update first. He has averaged 25. All right, never mind. 25, 10, and 8.7. On 47, 43, 68 splits, 57 true shooting. He's basically having prime Jason Tatum in the playoff stat line.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much
41 years old.
Tatum is basically a washed real superstar. So
great role player that somehow turns into LeBron James against the Sixers. No, I mean it's LeBron is just insane for continuing to do this.
What a spiritual experience that was. What a way to end it. That was more. I mean, like, I kind of wanted the Rockets to win to make the series more fun, but That was a way more memorable way to end it. I think we should cut it before we hit 4 hours.
I agree.
3:58. It was a pleasure, Trail.
Take care.
Be good.
Bye.